Maya said, Mama, Apoye drop. Maya said, Mama, Maya said, Mama, Maya said, Mama, oh, Maya said, Mama, see the flower, I say, oh, like no. Maya, you know, then is a lover. I've been the reacted war. I've been the door. Get the yonder. Say you go and say, Maya, Maya, younger one is a yoga. Yes, sir, oh, Maya. Will so just say, oh, like you. I drop, I yes, I die. On a side, don't you buy it with you? My get out that one, or try it forever. Why you pay your play? I'll be on your play. Put that yourself, put that young man, you. I say, oh, by some. Two us are in a glass, say, oh, my God. You should just say, oh, just say, oh, let you just say, oh. Hey, my yourself, I'm like, what's you looking? I say, oh, that you. This is a special birthday song for that dog. Jawali Jonetta Wele. We say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your new age. The graduate daughter. Not forgetting Shannon Taylor. Her chicken air. We want to remember her late daughter, Yolo Jira Wanya Taylor. Rest well. Not forgetting Brother Tony Wele Batu. Yasina So in taxi. Mother Teresa Reina So in Rhode Island. Yeah, we are traveling. Edward, your birthday, Edward Lusso, Capiada. I say, oh, God, I say, oh, what's that? I say, oh, I do this, wow, God. And the Orita So in Rhode Island. I said, my, and the Helena, Poa, Rhode Island. Uncle Tommy So in Liberia. But you know, the late Uncle Stella So. Yes, young. Says Angie in Rhode Island. Anita Sian, Minnesota. Apoye draw, but you drop my old like them. Jonetta, well, I did drop my old, or I see my cell. When your person looking, when your person looking, when your person looking, when your person looking, you just say, oh, like them.
Good evening. So want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Wednesday evening. I am Afonso Zienso of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. This is a regular editions of All Things Considered. They're going to be in two segments here. We know a lot is going on in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. We will take on that, but of course, we also have our own community commitment. This is where we need to start the preparations of those few politicians at some point in time to replace them. So it is very vital that we start the conversation at home to the young generation, who they are, what they represent, and what they hope to achieve. And of course, right on top of the hour at 9 o'clock, the analysts will be joining me cross country to take on the conversations from inside Liberia. But right here now, in this first segment, we'll be having a conversation with young folks who are involved in so many things with their own local chapters organization. And that is the Grand United Association. That is a youth leadership, supposedly. Hopefully they will introduce themselves and you will get to know. Recently, there was an inauguration of one of the chapters of the union, that is the Grand United Association Minnesota chapter. Our understanding, they are about to embark on a community initiative. What is that all about and how far would they go in this? These and many more will be the point of conversation right here this evening I am your host and Lee Anger of this network. Let's take a quick commercial break and I will be right back and I will usher in our guest here this evening. Welcome to the show.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Today, there's our own Liberian, one of our own here, who is a contributor on this network. We do value her. Those are things that she do. And so we want to encourage people to support her if you are traveling. Of course, Hyena Dreams is where to go. Let me bring in my guests. They are standing by and we're going to be having this conversation. There you go. Let me come here and bring in all of them one by one. Mike, just turn your camera on and then I'm going to bring you in. Mike, just turn your camera on. If you are hearing me, then I can get you. Uh, if you are listening to audio, just turn it down so that we can get a feedback. I'm waiting to see for Mike to turn his camera on. Let me just bring you and see if he can turn up. Mike, you want to turn your camera on for us, please? Okay. And hopefully you can. Okay, let me just take you off if you get a
Gotcha.
if you are situated, then I get you in. All right. Okay, here we are from the ocean state of Rhode Island to Minneapolis. Is that what, Twin Cities or Triple Cities? How do you call that place?
The Twin
Going
City.
space.
Okay, Cities. All right. Okay, guys, gentlemen, good to have you. And to all our followers, just stay tight. Right after this, then the politicians, the Tabata people will come over, but we are focusing what is happening in the community right now. Okay, let me just bring in. I think okay, Mark here is Mr. Mark Square. There you go. Good evening. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good. Are you hearing us?
Thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you for
Okay,
having us.
great. Okay, good. Guys, lady, gentlemen, and lady. All right. Okay, good evening. Welcome. My guest, this is the first time appearing on LPR. We are excited. We are humbled to have you here. This network is a network of all. We are not selective. We don't just prioritize politicians. For me, I focus on the young who potentially will take our space when we fade away, and that's very, very vital. We need to do that. We need to showcase their talent, their willingness to give to the community. Introduction is not one of my good favorite because you tend to leave good pieces of information out. So let's get a ball rolling. Wow, they say what lady before what? Thank
Ladies,
you.
women before men.
Yeah, so she is the princess in the building. With that said, then let me just let me do that. My man can enjoy your own man down here, so you so you so you
Thank you, Miss.
so you can fire with you. So you want to
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
guys? Let's get the ball rolling. Let's have a self introduction. Who you are, which organization, what do you do, and what you here for. And we're gonna have that conversation. Let's start with you, Daniel.
Okay. Again, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me on the show and my awesome colleagues. My name is Danielle Rue. I live in Minnesota. The organization that I'm representing tonight is the Minnesota Youth Chapter from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So yeah.
Okay.
And yes, go
No,
ahead.
go
I'm
ahead.
so
There-
nervous.
Go ahead. Go ahead. If there's something that you still want to throw out, that's fine with me.
Um, we're just here representing the youth from everywhere, mainly the national. Shout out to all the youth in the national. We all work hard together. They know that self. Shout out to all of them. And yeah, and shout out to my chairman and my co-chair that's in here. So we're
Okay.
all here. Yeah, so
So quickly before I go to that, what's your role within the leadership? in the youth rank? You play specific role, leadership, whatever. What?
Yes, I do, sir. So, my role is I am the co-chair. For the people that don't understand what that means, basically the vice president of the Grand Youth Association in America, Minnesota chapter. So
Oh,
like, yeah, so I take that role very serious. I'm working for the community. I'm very active, and I'm also a part of the national too. And the national is we're all young youth that come together, but we're all in different states. But like when we meet once a week on the Monday, we talk about important issues and things like that. So yeah.
all right. If you have any opening in your office, just let me know. Okay, I'm looking for. Good.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, young man. I got to know him quite recently, but there are a lot there. So in the there. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Ya.
Yes, thank you, Mr. So.
So who was that? Just yeah, with the youth.
Uh, yes, thank you, Mr. So. Again, thank you for having us. My name is Dashes Ya. I am the GGAA youth chair for the Minnesota chapter. And we're here tonight, along with my colleagues. We're here to promote the back to school drive. So that's why we are here tonight, Mr. So. Thank you again for having us. And again, my name is Dashes Ya.
Thank you so much. Back to school drive. So very interesting, very fascinating. We want to see what that drive is. Let me go to Mr. Mark Square. What's up, my man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Good.
Well, my name is Mark Square. I am in charge of the social media aspect for our GGA youth chapter. I'm also part of the national as well as my colleagues here. You know, we're here to take this to another level and see what we can do to help the community. So,
Okay, here we go. We are about to kick the ball rolling. To all our viewers, listeners, stay tuned. LPR is such a network. We are inclusive. We are not selective in terms of giving spotlight to people. We believe each and everyone have some sort of God-given potential, so we must tap into that. That Tabata in like bro, we've been talking about. Hey, it can't go there. People say tired taking medication now with pain, so we will come to but let's see what focus we need to fix our house, where in what we need to do, how we can do it, and potentially all of these young folks, you never know, they could be seeking for the higher office in Liberia. So the preparation should start here. If I will start and anybody, there's no special order, we can just do it orderly. Um, why? Let me start with you, Danielle. Why? How you got into this? Thing for a headache? How you got into it, and wow, what are you experiencing to give you the strength to do what you are doing?
Okay. So I got into this from my cousin that's in the national right now as we speak. We was on the phone one day and she was like, "Oh, I think you should join this," and I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do." I'm being honest right now. So, so she her name is Angelina, and she's in the national. Shout out to her and a special thank you to her. She just added me in it, and I told her, I was like, "Let me think about this. Then you add me." The next thing you know, she added me in a group. So that following Monday, that's when we all meet on the group from the other members from different states. So then the call kept coming to me. I didn't want to answer. So she was like, "Come on the call." So at first I was hesitant, but after I got into it, it's like I got to know my roots, where I'm from, and I found out that I was born in Grand Gita. So I really represented to the fullest.
That was
And
a that was a turning point to you.
yes, and I would like to take this title from my national president, David Yanu. He's all the way from Philadelphia. Um, he always says, "Oh, I've been in this forever." So the only difference is I was born in Granjita, right?
Mhm.
But when I got in it, I feel like I'm in this. So I'm low key gonna take that away from him. But honestly, yes, I want to tell my cousin thank you for adding for putting me in a group. and like I'm like so in love with it. I'm getting to know my people, the different religion in the Grand Judah Association. It's like I love it, and I love my leadership, bro. You can talk to my president, the Minnesota chapter president, Madam Hedden. She would tell you the leadership, the short time that I've been into this, how I'm motivated, bringing new ideas. What else? Just good things, good things. I mean, I can go on. So, but I'll let the rest of my colleagues speak on it too. So,
So, quickly, I know I just want to see if we can have the screen fade. Can you guys do it in a if that's a phone to do it in like a landscape phone? I just want to give it. Everybody looks so great. I just want us to be informative.
okay.
Yeah, just if you can just flip it around in the landscape. Cool. Yeah, you go. Mike got it. Danelle, can you? Is it possible to do that as
Yeah,
well?
give me a second.
Okay. So and Dasha as well.
All right.
Uh, I can put you backstage while you're doing that if you want. That way you take your own time to do it.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do this.
okay. Okay. Let me see. I mean, it just gotta go in the. Let me see. Let me just move you, and then I'll be monitoring as soon as you guys get it fixed. I think that should be good now. Oh. Um. Okay. If it's not something, we manage it. Let me see where is Danielle.
Hey, Dash, if you have an iPhone, turn your rotating screen on, off. Turn your rotating screen off,
Yeah, you just have to
and
like.
then that's how you get your phone to landscape.
Well, other than that, I'm not gonna waste time too much. I just wanted to make it look different. That's all. But Dasha, if it can work out, we can do it. Okay, so hold Danielle comes back, and then we can get it going. Okay, so Dasha, let me start to you. How you got into this fire, my man?
So Great Judah Association is something that we were born into. I've always been a part of, you know, Great Judah Association because I'm a Grenadian and my parents are inside here,
That's okay. Just elevate your camera, Danielle. That's fine. If you can go, no, I gotta put a woman back to her pay, my man. Can't back to your man. Yeah.
I know like
Everyone's like, "Ah!" Everyone's like,
being a Grenadian is something that you just need to pretty much pick up, as the younger generation. We see our parents then go to organization conventions and all of these things, and over the years, we start to pay attention to it and say, oh, what's going on. We start to ask questions and all of those things. So for me, I've been monitoring. I've been a part of Grand Association at a younger age, and it just now that we are starting to take on these leadership roles and to make an impact in the communities. So yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Square. How you got into this thing here? Anybody change? Anybody motivated you? Was there any turning point for which you say
Um,
I got to get into it?
as for me, my mom has been a part of the Gajita Association for a while. Danielle was the one who invited me to one of the meetings, and then also my aunt, who is the current president for the Minnesota chapter, was also a turning point. We had a talk, and she told me that I would be a good fit, and it would be a good look for me to join the youth, so that we can bring in other youth, and encourage the community to come out and and be something, and for me to be a part of something that's bigger than me. So
Okay. You modern day. I'm gonna let me just push on a little bit. Trust me, guys. We're gonna get to the main purpose for which you are here, but we just want to give a backdrop of who you guys are and things to do. That is very vital to the other. You handle, like you said, you handle the social media aspect. What do you do? Because that's very critical. That's vital.
so
That's the where communications and sort of information flow. Guys, what do you do basically?
So I handle like our Facebook stuff, emails and stuff like that. When we go do events, I make sure that the pictures and videos and other content is uploaded to the profile and to the page, so that way we can keep the people engaged and let them know that we're not stagnant and that we actually are full of life and what's going on behind the scenes.
Oh wow, wow, that's a very critical point. Okay, Dasha.
Yes.
So something caught my attention recently when I attended the inaugural, where the president or the chapter or the membership gained give recognition to the youth. I thought that was very, very, very much important because most often we go to these places, and the reason the young generation are not involving is because we don't recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to. We just take their money. Your account, they take their money, and you don't give them sitting place at the table, at the head of the table.
Right.
I'm, I
Yeah.
don't be some kind of clapping person. Of course, who don't want to put their shirt up high in the air to be called chairman of the youth or president? But I think your chapter turned the wheel around. How
Yep.
significant was that to you?
That was very, very important. Like you said, this is the first time in the history um, of the organization that the youth had the opportunity to sit on the head table during the inaugural program. That was very, 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 very touching to us and to our peers and colleagues that are out there. It's motivating in a sense that they are recognizing the leadership is recognizing they are empowering the youth, and they are giving us the platform to be in their midst. You understand? So it's something that the chapter is doing again. Minnesota new leadership is a leadership that's very, very in tune into everything that they're doing. They're touching different aspects of life. They are, it's not like the way it was before. I can assure you that it's not like the way it was before. The recognitions,
I agree.
those things play a huge part because when people do things in the community, it's only necessary that you recognize them and you appreciate them for that. So we appreciate our administration for for taking on those tasks and recognizing their people.
Yeah, and talking about administration, the president, Madam Talit, recently inaugurated, is here cheering you guys up. And I think she's a woman of tolerance because, trust me, some of the things that have been going on in that chapter, I'm not
Yeah.
going to waste my time, but her resolve, her resilience, despite of injury, but she was very much forceful to have executed the convention. But let me just give you a little gist on that convention, that inauguration. I'm going to get to it. Hopefully, Daniel come back here. But let's watch this here. That was the inaugural.
Representatives of our sister organizations, honor elders, friends, family, fellow Grenadians, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I give all honor to the Almighty God for making the day possible. It is by His grace that we gather here to celebrate this historic inauguration of the Green Minnesota chapter.
Okay, that was just to give you a gist so that people will have a sense of how we got to this point where brought here. And she actually gave recognition to you. People were recognized. I believe other things significant was done. So I want to say kudos to her. And I was touched, I mean, to that at that inaugural. And hopefully it goes on. So now the inaugural is all over.
Mhm.
What next? I'm hearing a drive. What sort of drive is that? What is it all about? And what is the significance of that drive?
Yes, Mr. So,
Daniel, if you're ready, just turn your camera on and then we can get you in as well. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in the car driving. I don't know if Facebook blocked it, so
Oh,
that's why. But I
uh,
can talk too.
yeah, okay, well, just keep it. That's fine. If you're driving, then
Okay.
it's
Thank you, sir.
safe to drive. Is it okay?
Yeah, good. But I'm listening. I'm
Oh,
listening.
all right. Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. So, the administration deemed it necessary with this whole drive in a sense of giving back to the community. Again, before when we started this program here, I think you mentioned that the community we always take and take and take. And like I said, this current administration that we have, they are very task focused, and they decide that they want to give back to the community. Decide that our children in the school is coming open, and our children are going back to school, and we need to do something for them. So the administration deemed it necessary to give back to the community and do a back to school drive. The back to school drive, given the fact that is a younger generation thing. They appointed us, the youth administration or the youth committee, to take over the project. And ever since then, we have been working to get things in order, along with our board, our administration, to do this back to school drive, which is happening on the 23rd of this month.
On the 3rd of this month. Let me
Yeah.
just cite Danielle into this here. Are you there? Danielle, are you hearing me? Danielle?
Yes, I am, sir. I'm here.
Okay, I will say thank you and to all of you guys for keeping the appointment current, and you've been very forceful, reach out, persistent call. That's what I like. When you want it, go for it. So I see the momentum in you guys. So talk to me here a little bit about this drive. What could be the estimated cost, and what exactly you guys tend to give back to the community?
Um, so basically, we reached out to the board and they thought about it and they trusted us and they approved it first of all, and then after that we got the amount of money and then we ordered the stuff. But what's this? The sun is in my eyes.
Yeah, for clarity, what will you be giving? I don't want people going with
Um,
application. They
no,
go,
I know it's just the sun's in my eyes. Okay, but
yeah,
we're just gonna be giving back. First of all, we're known for always people donating to us, and we're very grateful for that to the Grand Junior community. We are very grateful for that, and this time we just want to take that lead and faith and say, hey, let's give back. Because whenever we do stuff, it's always turn out successful. When we reach out to the public, the community for help and donation, they always come together and do that. So this year for back to school, we decided to do it in Minnesota this year, and this is what it's going to be taken on the 23rd of this month. So yeah, so that was the motivation behind it because well, we're always getting from people and they're gracious to give us. So we just want to give back, but this time we just want to give back to the younger kids. So yeah.
okay, I think that's a very great idea. Let me just bring in Mike. I think in this aspect, Mike is very important in terms of what he does, handling the social media aspect. I imagine 24/7, you're tweeting, connecting, and all of that. What is the reactions you get in Mike with respect to this year? Is that a specific assembling point? How is it going to be done? You guys, will people be going to a designated location, or you guys going to be going, and maybe Dashers and Daniel can come into it? Who going to get? Who's not going to get? How you handling the social media aspect with this whole exercise, Mark?
Is information is on a flyer. So the giveaway, we're going to be doing notebooks, backpacks, pencils and pens and stuff like that for the community. So we're going to make sure that when we get there, we're going to be on Facebook Live, and then we're also going to be doing other social media stuff like TikTok, Instagram, and so forth and so forth. So that way the community knows where we are and they know how to get in contact with us while we're there. So we're going to be streaming.
It's streaming live. Okay. So if I ask a question, if it is ridiculous, feel at liberty not to not to answer as well. So then I don't know. Is it? I don't know whether you. Is it possible that maybe you can park? I'm not sure where you're heading. I mean, just for safety and all of that. Then is that possible that maybe you can park for a little while because safety, all of that comes into play. So Dasha, let me just ask you. No, I know it's the Minnesota chapter under the auspices of the Minnesota Graduate Youth uh, branch or whatever you would call it. Does that mean it's only Grenadians family going to be benefited, or how is it going to be done?
No. It's a very good question, but no, it's not just Grenadians family that's going to be benefited from this program. This is for the community, because why? It's not just Grenadians that support the organization. So we're doing it, open to the public, and this is for any and everybody. And just to touch base on the previous question that was asked, as far as what we're going to be giving out, we are planning on giving a full backpack or book bag, we will call it, to each individual child, with the material filled inside, be it copybooks, pens, pencils, erasers, and all of those things, a full package to a child. But yes, this is open to the public and to any and everybody.
Are you don't know if you want to respond. I just want to make sure that you're safe in a good location. Who giving, who not giving? Besides what is being allotted, approved by the board, members of the chapter coming in with donation. And how do you receive your donation? Somebody might be listening out there outside of your chapter and may say, "Oh, okay, I think this is a great initiative. This is a great thing. How can you guys be reached, contacted?" Let me bring in Dasha. If you take not Dasha, Mike, if you have your seat, then I'm going to bring you back. Yeah, so Dasha, go ahead. Or Danielle, if you want to respond to that, is that
I'm almost home, but Dasha can answer that and I'll follow up with it.
okay?
For those that are wanting to donate, we have a Cash App and Zelle. The administration, the chapter, have a Cash App and Zelle account, in which I can read you the number here if we can place that on the screen, if possible.
Yes, just hold on. Let me see what I can. Oh, let me see. Hold on one second. Just go ahead. I want to grab.
All right. So the chapter, if anybody out there that wish.
What's the number?
The number is 763
763
898
898
9906.
9906. So that's where the donations can be directed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So okay, just go ahead. What I've tried to put this number here as well.
Yes. Like I was saying, if the administration, everything that's being donated is being donated to Minnesota chapter. In that aspect, in that respect, due to the fact that we are a 501 C3, nonprofit organization. So if you want to donate, we donate that. The donation number of our Zelle, that number goes for both our Zelle and Cash App.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, good. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
All right. So are folks in the chapter, are they giving?
Yes. Folks in the chapter are giving.
Oh yeah, they gotta give, because if they're not give, we're calling they who they
yeah.
Well, you gotta make sure that devil can then go before.
Yeah. No, yeah, so chapter members are definitely, donating. But then again, given the fact that is a bigger program, this is why we are here, expanding this to as much viewers as we can. There's always a room for more funds. There's always a room for more materials that we can utilize. So we are trying to touch as many people as we can touch in the community.
All right. So let me put this here to make sure that it's correct. I'm gonna put it all here. We will see that Cash Apps and Zelle, Minnesota GGA Youth back to school. Oh, I swallowed the school. Oh, okay. I will edit it. Let me just something. Yeah, go ahead. Mike, you want to say anything? Danielle, if you want to say anything, just let me know. Yeah, go ahead. Are you hearing me? Right? We're not hearing you. I think your
Yeah,
audio. Uh-huh.
yeah, no, I can't hear you too.
Yeah.
If possible, you might have to go out and come back in, right?
Yeah, I think the audio is corrupted.
Yeah.
I think Danielle said she will soon reach home, so just carry on while I try to get this.
Okay. I just made it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it. Okay, so I would just ask. I guess you were following us here. And Dasha, he has answered the question. We just wanted to know whether it was only folks from Grand Unified benefiting or every other people are going to benefit, and how were the donations, who giving, who not giving, and all of that.
No, it's for everyone. Everyone is for the back to school backpack. Like Dasha said, it's gonna be I think 8 books of copybooks and pencil. All these are all new. But it's open to anybody. You don't have to be from Grand Jide. You can be a Muslim person come. But what I will say, the first 100 family that will show up is first come first serve. So that's what we want to put out there too. And we um the few people that I reach out to for donation, they were all happy about it, donating and things like that. And I have a gentleman call me today. He was like, "Hey, I already donated." So I was like, "Oh wow, thank you so much." So yeah, so this is moving along as we speak about it right now and as we go. So yeah, so to answer your question, it's again they're open to anybody for from all the 16 tribes.
To donate,
Yes.
including me too.
Of course. I'm gonna call you for donations. I'm gonna call you.
Oh my God, I can't want
I'm,
you.
I'm gonna be calling you. I'm gonna be calling you for donations too.
No, once I have the number here now, then that's cool. So okay, so okay, let me just go over there and up from now to Sunday is still time. I'm gonna talk to the other guy, the other Librot on this network. Tomorrow, Friday, we can still continue to make some sort of announcement with it, and hopefully, it's good Samaritan people who listening out there can make that donation. So the Cash App and Zelle, both number, the number, both Cash App and Zelle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
763-898-9906. Is that correct?
That's
Yes.
Okay.
And just to gently put out there the message, when you cash app a Zelle, whatever you choose to use in your preference, it doesn't come to my personal account. It does not go to Dasha's Yard personal account. It does not go to Mark personal account. It goes to the Minnesota chapter account. So we just want to put that out there too. So yeah.
So that's a very unique system.
Yes.
They go straight to the administration, and then the way elect you guys. That
Yes. Yes.
okay, all right. So
Y'all bring the chair in there. That's all I gotta say. Y'all bring the chair in there. That chair.
Yeah.
how prepared are you guys in term, because when they start getting on these community buses, they start coming, they coming to receive. I hope their parents too giving. It has to be proportional. In Japan is always on the receiving end. People gotta give. But this is a good initiative, and I gotta put you guys on the spot. You have the right to answer on that. As this sort of idea being extended to the national administration to render support to what you do? Yes, much as a chapter, But I think this is a very good initiative, and that's something other chapters should emulate from you guys. You guys reach out to the national administration to give their helping hand.
Well, Mr. So, um, I would say no in a sense that the time range that we have, since the inaugural program and the back to school, we haven't had, that
Oh,
much time in
there you
preparation.
go, President. I know she been giving more, but she's still making more. Okay, Madam President, thank you so much. You see, you pay a
But
devil, you gotta dress the devil good before other people come.
yeah,
Because I have a liberal
let's
progressive here.
go.
There are a lot of people here that I know. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna reach out to them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Madam President, again, thank you. But yes, Mr. So, we are reaching out to community members, be it national. We have reached out to our national youth members and have made them aware of what we are doing in the community. And so, yeah, you know, it's just the time range that we had to plan this program. We haven't had sufficient time, to do it all. So, but we're trying our best.
Trying our best.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time, right? First of its kind
Amen.
Yes.
for in Minnesota. Have you guys come to the point, hopefully, to be some sort of annual or whatever season, or would there be other different type of initiative to get the community engaged? What is the strategy here?
Yes, we do plan on doing a lot of different activities. As far as if this will be an annual thing, we are yet to get that approved by our administration. But yes, we do have, as the youth sector, we do have a lot of different plans that are coming on later on during the year, and within our time that we have here, to make the differences that we can make. Be it mentoring the younger generation, and all of those things that we are talking about and have in place as we go. But yes, there are more things to come up, more projects to come up, extending our hands back home, to the motherland, and all of those things. We're taking all of those things into consideration.
Okay, good. Um, all right. I want to be part of history making. I want to be part of. Once it's a good thing, good idea, I will
Mhm.
first support, and then if it doesn't come the way it's supposed to come, then I criticize.
Yeah.
I don't just get on and criticize. Sometimes yes, oh they may have been yeah, it depends on the situation. So you can't go over the president. That's a violation in itself. I saw
Right.
the president poster here. You either can step to the president, but when you go above the president, yeah, you say, well, now what the men want to prove. So I have sent my initial contribution, and I think I just sent you the screenshot, Danielle, and then
Oh,
whoever,
thank you, Mr. So. I appreciate it. Thank you. We are appreciative.
whoever in charge, you will see. We have to support it. There's one other old man on this network here.
Thank you.
Uh, they're calling the liberal progressive from Sacramento, Samson Brownto.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, he will give. I will call. I know. I know they put them to reach to. I see, Madam Mara, you over here. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, okay. You see, I've just donated $60 to the cash
Oh,
app.
wow. Thank you so much.
That the
Yeah.
chief financial
Yeah.
officer, right? You see there? Wow. But yeah, they gotta do it. They gotta do it because I mean, that power of leadership it comes with you know, I know the community thing is a hard thing, but when people step up to the task to do these things, all we have to do at the end of the day is to appreciate them what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us, and that what we argue, transparency, transparency. People can't just give money and people do it any kind of way without coming back. How hopeful are you guys, Danielle, to with this whole thing here in terms of the outcome?
I would say we are very hopeful because when I make the phone call with the people to donate, they were all happy about it. They were all on board. Like, for example, when I call somebody in a chapter and I explain to them the idea behind it, and they was like, "Oh, send me the cash app right now. Let me donate my money right now." And the thing that made me very hopeful was this person was at work.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when they answered my call, it was like, "Oh, hi Danielle, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm great, thanks." I was like, "I'm just reaching out to you because this is what we're doing this weekend, and if you can help." And then through the main thing that we're pushing for is we're not asking for a specific amount. You know what I mean? So like we're not saying, oh, it has to be 200 or 300. No, whatever God lead on your heart, we're fine with that. So that's how whenever I reach out to the donors, I said that. I would tell them and they would be like, okay. So I mean what made me very hopeful was when I called a lady who I call my auntie, and she was like, "I was just in work. I was very busy. I had to come outside and talk to you, but please send me the Zelle and the Cash App." And it just made me feel like, wow, like if this person is willing to donate, I mean, so that's what made me very, very hopeful. And we're getting good reviews. And when I reach out to you and the president, everybody was on board. I mean, the president, she don't have a choice. She gonna support us no matter what in a positive way. But um, yeah, so we got a lot of good people that willing to donate, and yeah, so
And I think for the little short time, I know we met briefly the last time in Minnesota, and you are not reaching out. You get a very appealing tone. That
thank you, Mr. So.
that's very, very much important. You don't call, oh, yeah, right, I mean, just how you make your case, just how you talk to people, and your level of the way you people just want to be persuaded, to be convinced. People are being given in this community. Not a lot, don't like to give. But a free bucket ticket, fancy nets, yeah, people tired with it was, you, yeah, free bucket.
No.
You give it, yeah, you give it to them, they're gone. You can't see them again, and it's a simple. So now changing the dynamics of new faces and kind of be very moderate and telling people, oh, this is what we want. Because and that's the best thing you guys doing, because when you give people detailed information, when you tell them they feel free, they feel at ease, they're giving it. You don't just go ask when you ask people for something, be able to tell the person what you want to do with that money.
That's true.
Right.
Is that your uncle or this person? But because when you tell them that, conscience will kick in and say, oh, this is young lady, this young guy asking for this. There is a legitimate reason, cause for
There's a
asking.
reason behind that.
Right?
Yeah.
I give you a kudos for that, and I, will try to get this money up every now and then. Information. I hope we knew it, but it's better late than never. In time to come, we will try to accelerate to and reach out to people, and next time, plan A, make a list. We know how to get from people. People just need to be validated. And all the people that call us say chair lady, president,
Yeah.
secretary,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
chairman, man, chair.
All those titles.
Yeah, you be title, you get ready and put that title there. Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, we are doing so. This is our catcher. Trust me, by the time you go log, that they will give it. And I hope after this, you can come back here, no matter how it goes.
Mhm.
People like to also get a feedback, and people like to be recognized. You tell them thank you. It can be a text message, it can be a little short something card. It's because next time you want to go there.
Right.
So we will help to get that done. Your president is a very good president. They are very good people that we have in that chapter there. So maybe you will serve as a extended advisor. I don't know. Maybe you get open in your office. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's necessary. There's always room.
Yep.
So, okay, is there special venue you're going to be using for
Yes.
distribution side?
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
also have the address for the venue.
Let's just put something up here. You see, there are
Yeah.
some people on this network here. This network is a very, very. You saw the commercial that we're playing just now about the traveling agency. Something that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay. This is the lady. She is one of our daha supporter. She and her husband, Mrs. Fed, she
Okay.
and her husband, they I want to say Daha LPR. Like, only one old man on this network can get your headed, but even at that stage, she's not going away because when you come, you talking to somebody in there, you want to take 500 milligram 10 or 8, which is not good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, she's still here, Mrs. Fredericks and Esther and her husband. Esther, I want to first thank you. Anything without hesitation, as long as LPR here is in it, she
Mm-hmm.
and her husband and the household, they will support.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much. I see here, Madam Rebecca, yeah, say I would donate $50. Okay,
Thank you,
you.
Mrs. Ya.
yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all gotta let me know what I would be the I don't call the who don't call people when they not pay money.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be the coordinator.
I would, yeah. Rebecca, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But when you promise me, you're not giving it a day because I
Yeah,
already
that's a problem.
I know I know she's gonna do it. I'm just kidding. That's what I said. So we have a
Yeah,
lot of decent people, and they are always like bro, always willing to give. The reason people not giving is because people not providing enough information, and when
right,
people take it, they're gone.
right.
You only see them when they want it. You can't operate like that.
It can be like that. No, it can be
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
I think Minnesota chapter is doing something extraordinary, especially bringing the young folks into it. This is another form of preparation for leadership. So when President Talley leaves tomorrow or whoever person, you can step in, he can step in, and then
right.
that experience is there. So you are learning something. So quickly here, do you have a specific site or a meeting place? How you going to do this distribution?
Yes. We have a venue, and the address is, I can read the address here, which is 7420 Unity Avenue North, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota.
Okay, then just text me that, and then we can subsequently we can, like I said, we'll try to be announcing,
Okay.
letting the people know.
Yes. Yes. In which it's also on the flyers.
Oh, on your
But
flyer.
yeah,
So you can
Yes.
share the flyer with me as well. I would appreciate that. Just share the
all right.
flyer. Maybe I can tell the laborer in tomorrow's programs. Anything where you come, he's one of the person who always give to the community all the architectural design stuff. He,
Yeah.
they don't pay him fast and they don't pay him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sometimes you go to a convention and say you ain't get no water to drink, soda to buy, then I end up buying a soda, but then when you finish there, you want to tell me tabata. So, but that
Yeah.
one, yeah,
Yeah, but
yes.
we appreciate it. We appreciate you.
This is a very good thing. And I just really appreciate the administration for doing that, especially that recognition they gave. That was something that was very touching to me
Oh yeah.
because you can't. It's just we can't just say and the future generation are not involved into what we do.
Right, right. Just saying it, but not doing the action. Yeah.
Besides that, what would be some of the things you would intend to do, Daniel? And let me put a cash out number there. We still have little time here just before time run out. Who know? I mean, every day they water put on fire.
Yeah.
So we gotta put it all here. Yeah, thank you so. I mean, yeah. What are other programs you're planning to do? That in the pipeline?
So there's a lot of, like I said, there are programs such as networking.
Yes.
All of us, we're young, we're in different career paths, we're in different, organizations or other places that we feel though as if maybe it is necessary. Let's say if Daniel is in the nursing field and somebody wants to go into nursing, somebody definition high school want to go into nursing, we plan programs that we bring people together. A young lady will talk to Daniel will give her that advice, and the full steps and stuff to follow in order to be successful in that particular field. If somebody wants to go into IT, there are other people there to, nurture you, to coach you in that path of where you want to be. Because again, we always focusing on the younger generation, and trying to, put them in the right path. That's our primary goal. Another thing we planning on doing in the future is to, again, like I said, um, help back home. Our brothers and sisters back home. Bridge the gap between the youth that are here and the ones that are back home. If we are doing a back to school program here, we would like to do a back to school program for those that are back home also.
Yes.
So those are the next step that we are looking into and the directions we're looking into taking. As by the grace of God, everything goes well.
Wow, that's very 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 interesting. Good to know that. I mean, I'm happy to hear that because this vision seems to be a broadened one. It's not limited, and you guys, the kind of motivation that I see, hopefully the administrations and the entire chapter will continue to give that sort of support. That would be very very grateful. We will be it's 8:59 in 5 minutes. The other group gonna be joining here yet, but there are some things probably we have not talked about. But like I said, this is not gonna be the last time. We will try to do this routinely as a support system to what you do in terms of your program and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what other thing that you really want to talk about that we didn't talk about to your chapter? To people that are listening, to others out of other chapters with the youth.
Yeah. Danielle, you want to touch base at least? Or
I would say basically, the youth in Minnesota are coming together stronger, and then hopefully other chapters in different states. Because the goal is here is to have each state have their own chapter going, and then once a year we all come together as a national, like, do things together too. So, and we already have that national group that we meet and we do leadership things together and things like that. So I know that the national president, when we first started, that was one of his things he really wanted to focus on. The goal is to branch. So if we can branch out and if we can start and set it off, why not? Other chapters should take the steps. So, mhm.
yeah, yeah.
And
No, Mr. So I'd like to add on to that. You know, Granger Association has, with the current leadership, with Madam Her Excellency Madam Idepoa, has been very, very impressive. And especially in terms of empowering the youth. Texas have a chapter. Minnesota have a youth. Texas have a youth leadership, I should say. Minnesota also have a youth leadership, and other states are starting to pick up this movement of having a youth committee. Be it, Iowa, all these other states, are trying to pick it up, and we just hope and pray that a lot of young Grenadians in these states will see what we're doing, and they can come on board, and we can all move as a family, as a union together. But yes, our president has done a phenomenal job in empowering the youth. Even on the chapters stages, the administrations, they're looking into their youth, and we really really appreciate that. So
Okay, and I hope that this will not just be limited to only the chapter. These youth group must be given the spotlight at the national convention to have a specific role to play. That will encourage people. I hope the national administration will take heed, and even the local chapter administration will support that the youth are incorporated. They can be playing. They can play different roles, functions. Some of those uh, meet or whatever things. Somebody, young person, can come and speak and say something. I mean, that's an encouragement. I hope we do also do that as well.
yeah.
Is that a Grand Jury Jesse? You wearing that, Danielle?
yes,
Oh.
fresh from Liberia.
Oh, what? In preparation for the counter meet? Or
What you
what?
say?
In preparation for the counter meet? Or what?
Um, You could say that, but yeah. So, but this was just sent from Liberia like 2, 3 days ago. So I was like, hey, why not represent my county? I'm so deep into this. So if you know me personally, I'm in.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the passion, and I saw it the other day. I noticed it, and been just forceful, informing you to get this thing done today. I
Yes.
come to the conclusion that yes, she up. I didn't call. My apologies. I know I gave my car. I didn't call, but yet you still found a way out, and that's how you go for it. You need it, go for it. From the last name, maybe I'm running ahead of my shadow. Were there at Asaru in Minnesota?
Yes, that's my uncle. Shout out to him. And
Yes.
shout out to my auntie Netaru in Philadelphia. Yeah. So
Isaac is a long servant, committed to give to this organization. Yeah, we must do that. And I'm just hoping that there will come a time people will recognize people for what they do. They shouldn't wait until they die and then come with these United Nations species and all of that. It's time now to give recognition to those people who give to the
Right.
organization.
That's
All
true.
right, guys, it was a good conversation. We hope to do this routinely. We'll be following through any information that you have that you think going to be helpful to the process of the drive. Let us know while we having broadcast. We'll try to do that as our own way to giving back. What's the final word?
well, the final one is thanks to all the people that donated. Maybe after the back to school giveaway, we're gonna I will be reaching out to you, Mr. Soul, so we can tell everybody thank you publicly. You know, we don't just want to take and then be like, okay, we're done. We want to take and still give our appreciation because we're here for one cause, one goal is to see the young youth, younger youth who are under me as they're the future. So I will reach out to you after the tour drive. I mean the back to school drive, and like you said, even if it go good, we should still come back and we're gonna give people updates so they know what we're doing. But thank you again, and thank you to your beautiful and gorgeous wife. That's my auntie from my county. So So to all my Putu people watching, shout out to you, and especially to you, Miss Evelyn Collins. I love your wife, just to let you know. But yeah, so that's the update from me. My chairman can take over.
Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you.
you will get in trouble if you're not come back here because I will from a second fall apart. If you come here, if you go, you get whether it's something or not. And I mean, it's serious because the reason is we just have to give some sort of respect to people who value what we do. Some of these people, they are not Grenadians.
Right.
Mhm.
Based on your information you sell and the association with the network or whatever reason, they believe in you. So they
Yes.
give. But the tendency of our people, when people give them something, they don't even come back to say, oh, thank you for what you gave.
Right.
They're not forced to do it. This is where people sometimes feel very, very reluctant. That's very, very much important. Once you come, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what you gave it was useful. We were able to bless people. We were able to give people something like that. That is very, very important. Hopefully, you can take that. Ilako Dashes.
Yes, Mr. Soul, again, thank you. I mean, we can't thank you much. We thank you for giving us the platform. We thank you for what you do in the community. We thank you for, giving us the voice. Um, we also want to say thanks to all the audience, that took their time to come in and tune into this conversation tonight. We just want to say thank you for everybody that donated. Thank you very much. For those that are yet, thank you in advance. Even if you didn't donate, thank you. Share the word. The drive again, like I said, is on the 23rd, which is this coming Sunday in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. The address is 7420 Unity Avenue North. Um, you can get in contact with me if any questions and or concerns. We want to say thank you to our administration. We want to say thank you to our able president, Madam Helen Tallet, and the rest of the administration. We want to say thank you to our board and everybody. The national level. We want to say thank you to our youth that are out there. And we want to encourage any and everybody to come on board. Grenadians, non-Grenadians, associated members. We want to encourage any and everybody to come on board. And let's work together. Let's make these changes in this community. Let's stay positive and let's make a change here and back home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. And I hope to have you guys again. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.
You too, Mr. Solby.
Yeah. So there you have it. I'm Alfonso Zay and Sort of the Liberia Public Radio. To the analyst, the second segment of today's program, All Things Considered, is about to get underway. Tighten your belt. Lot is unfolding in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. Let's take a quick commercial break and I will be right back.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
In any country, that country has no right to direct the speaker or to recall a member except this is very clear in our rules. So when members or somebody writes a letter recalling a member, but the speaker, this is not something you should even look at because they don't have the
people supposed to be the one to produce, to do the oil product, what have you. You lie, you giving something important like that. You go insert lie into it, and he has to speak it up because you give it to him. And that's the one going about. People running away now because you lie. You are on intellectuals. You lie, and this is what we are because of your lie and deceitfulness. President Baka most likely, I hope not, but most likely might not get the kinds of legacy that do him. President Baka has more than 50 years experience.
That's the town crier and the trumpet blower of the Washington administration, the Liberal Progressive, Samson Blacko Brown Tob. Welcome to the second segment. What a big day in the West African state of Republic of Liberia. All things considered, we'll take on this conversation very shortly. The analyst is going to join us and we will get the conversation. Welcome to the show. Good evening, good evening. So I want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. I am your host and Lee Angot of this network. I'm Alfonso Zay and Sort of the Liberia Public Radio, broadcasting from the East Coast, from the ocean state of Rhode Island. We say thank you for sharing your evening, your morning to your nighttime with us. What a day in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. Early dawn this morning, social media, cable electronic news broke the news. Former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, one-time Senator out of Bon County, former Vice President, the Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor. Tonight, as we speak, her original place has changed. It's in the hands of one of the government of the Republic of Liberia, accused. Those are high crime. What's going on in Liberia? Who saw this coming? I too was surprised because I was privileged 7 years ago to sit with the former vice president on Capitol Hill. And we were able to talk on some of those things. But that was very unusual to the vice president at the time during the CDC government avoided politics. You knew at the time was hard tension with the vice president and her boss, then President George Weah. And that was very unusual for the vice president to say, I do not want to talk politics. Instead, some of the things that she frowned on, she was focusing on her foundation and was frowned on the use of drugs, how it has damaged and polluted the young generation. 7 years down the road, here we find ourselves. It is not our responsibility to have her convicted at this time. We are waiting for state securities and investigators. As far as we know, GOL is saying they have all of the evidences to prove their case. In the meanwhile, the vice president is in the hands of the authority. Liberia Public Radio, along with other major news outlets, gathered today in the conference room of Charles Bayont at the Ministry of Information on Capitol Hill. Our correspondent, Paulina Cooper, was there. Very quiet, all security apparatus here were present. In 2 minutes' time, the chief law enforcement officers of the Republic of Liberia, the Justice Minister, broke the news. This is how it unfolded.
I want to welcome you to this special press conference. Radio and your different live views. I want to welcome you to this special press conference taking place here at the Ministry of Information. I know you were informed earlier that the Minister of Information was going to be addressing the press at 5. Considering the gravity of the matter that we are about to present, we took a conscious decision that the Minister of Justice, who's also Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, will present a statement here at the press conference. Following the presentation of the statement, new members of the press will be granted the opportunity to ask questions if you have. So I have the singular pleasure to invite to this podium the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Special in Oxford 12, who will now address new members of the press. Mr. Minister.
Good afternoon. Fellow Liberians, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Justice, was to inform the public that former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor has been formally charged in connection with the ongoing investigation into an alleged transnational narcotics network operating within and beyond the Republic of Liberia. But Howard Taylor was stopped from departing Liberia at Rabat International Airport and subsequently taken to the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Following investigative procedures, a review of the evidence presented by the Joint National Security Investigative Team, she has been charged with the following offenses. Under the Controlled Drug and Substance Act of 2023, violation of Section 14.83, unlicensed importation of a controlled drug or substance. Violation of Section 14.85, unlicensed sale, trading, administration, distribution, dispatching, transit, and transportation of a controlled drug or substance. And violation of Section 14.93, illicit trafficking of a controlled drug or substance. Under Chapter 10 of the Penal Law of Liberia, violation of Section 10.2, criminal solicitation. violation of Section 10.3, criminal facilitation, a violation of Section 10.4, criminal conspiracy. Under the anti-money laundering and terrorist financing law, violation of Section 15.2, money laundering. The government further announces that the following alleged members and organizers of the same transnational narcotics
What a day in the West African state of the Republic of Liberia. Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, the former Vice President, former Senator, former First Lady, today experienced the wrath of the government. She's currently being held, according to latest report, at the Liberia National Police Headquarters. She's expected to be arraigned tomorrow. Joining us now is senior contributors and analysts of the Liberia Public Radio to dissect and have this conversation. From Saxton, Sacramento, is the Liberal Progressive and hosts Conversation with Samson Toh is joining me. Connecticut is Wharton Kettle. Joining me. And here in the Ocean State of Rhode Island, we got to do some major cabinet reshuffle here too before some other people being indicted here. Dr. Jones O'Malley is joining this conversation. Guys, what an evening. I'd expect us to do it one at a time. This is very huge. This is very much important. We don't know what next, where the arrive government. Yeah, it's hard to fight government. Government the one that can fight people. But let's see what happens. Gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to tonight's show. It's interesting. It is fascinating. The unexpected is always out here. But let's have a conversation. And we're going to open the line as well to have our audience. Here we are, Eledon. Who thought? One-time former First Lady, former Senator of Bond County, former Vice President. You heard the charges there. And I knew straight when they're going to be more serious, especially when you had the Attorney General for the first time. So that was, today's sighting, I think it was much more organized in terms of the those that were present. I'm not talking about validating. I'm not arguing the point whether they right, whether she did it, but I'm talking about the composition, the combinations of those, the faces that were shown today. It almost look good. But let's have the conversation. First come, first serve. Walton Kettle, you went fishing today, or the fishing line caught?
I was home relaxing. I didn't go to fishing today. I would like to say hi to your CEO, the Liberal, Dr. Mali, our listening and viewing audiences. I'd like to say hi. Beautiful. We're going to have this conversation.
Okay. Let me start with you. You saw this coming?
So this government has said it. They said it all along that they will do everything to witch hunt, to crack down, to destroy CDC, whether it's the Congress or whether it's the coalition. They will do everything to destroy it. I have a big concern, very big concern. My big concern is not the crackdown on the drug activities in the country. My concern is for people to use the justice system to corrupt the justice system to fight corruption, to fight drugs. It's dangerous. When I look at the charges that were levied against the vice president, who had no direct contact with people that are bringing drugs into the country. And then when I start to think about
So
the
let's
names that were
so let's
called that
so
had
let's
direct contact with people,
Keta,
yes,
let's do it like this. We in it tonight. Trust means the 1 hour that we use will be replenished. So we're gonna go 2 4 hour, 2 hour, two regular hour here. Just give that as your beat. Let me just spin through the room and then we will come back and scramble over this and go into little details, your apprehensions and whatever you have. The liberal progressive. I believe this happened today when I elect to you and you say what? What's going on here? Yeah, we are, man. Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor is out of our official residence, according to the Attorney General, the Chief Justice, were on her way to Ghana to attend a conference. This is a leader, a strong advocate for women to leadership. Uh, Not to incite sympathy into this, her son, we all know what happened to her son a couple of months ago, passed from all of this Kulubala, but here we are now. Her name is being connected to these charges being read against us, and she is currently in the hands of authority. History has things has changed around. What's your own reaction?
Thank you, Mr. So. Yeah, I'm not that surprised. I'm surprised that is Madam Julia Howard Taylor, but I'm not surprised of the government tactics. I think we've been predicting that for months now. Before the election, CDC and sedition, their hierarchy going to be definitely slowed down through the court process. We predicted that this government was going to use the court system and legally so as well, because they have cases and they will want to prove it through the court system. In the meantime, whether these people are found guilty or not, it will still drag them and waste their time. And we knew that's the kind of politics that were coming from this unity party that will come. But what I'm a little bit surprised of is that they're going to do it in this faction by being so dramatic. I thought that was a little bit concerning, but we'll get into that later. Thank you.
So I think yeah, we predicted that. I say well, so we're going to see a lot of surprises. Things we're going to come. We don't know exactly who we're going to dash on yet. Look, Dr. Jones, I government is government. Here we are. The conversations will be very tense depending who you talk to and which side, wherever they find themselves. Their interpretation, their understanding, their argument will be different. That puts you in the middle of this whole thing here. Uh, and we're going to get to the substance, to the details of this. But what was the first thing that clicked through your head today when this news surfaced of the former vice president and quick simultaneous charges being read? And here we are, she's at a different location tonight.
Well, thank you, CEO. From my own assessment, this did not come as a surprise to me. And I'm very sure it wouldn't even be a surprise if His Excellency, the former president, is invited for questioning, or any other official in the then Unity Party is invited for questioning. It won't be surprising because it's like the Unity Party had decided to prove a case. She's being accused of being facilitating drugs and other things. So if they are retrospecting and going back to find out how the whole drugs thing started in Liberia, since post-war Liberia, I think it's a good initiative. So to me, it's not surprising, not at all, because I want to believe the joint security have been doing its own work. I'm very sure they've been digging a whole lot of things. The only thing that is surprising to me here is that I would want for them to balance the security approach to this thing. Yes, because there were a lot of people are finding some discomfort. For instance, there's the allegation that the son was in cohu or in some communication with drug law. Okay. Has he come forward to be investigated and his name cleared? That hasn't happened yet. I understand he wrote a statement that exonerated him from that whole thing. He said enough. I think there were a lot of apprehension is coming from. And the next thing is that another surprising aspect is a lot of people are pointing finger at the AG involvement. You see? So is it authentic? Do they have the facts? So when you see all these things still there, and a former vice president be apprehended and subsequently charged, that means the security is working. That means the security is moving. Should they balance the tie? Yes.
Yes. Here we go. Let's get it here and scramble over a. Keto coming from a different world. Dr. Malit, the liberal progressive. It's a sort of painful conversation, but these are things that we sign up for to do, to discuss. Right? Our emotions, our feelings, our political sentiment. I don't have one, thank God. For those of you who have it, it will be the burden on you to make the case. What's on Keto? You started off by saying political witch hunt. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why would you think Dr. Joel Howard, is it because of a status affiliation with the opposition? So, what is it?
So when I say political witch hunt, right?
Mm.
Joel Howard Taylor was vice president 3 years ago. 3 years ago. The drug bust that happened under the administration happened few months ago. 317 million, 19 million, just few months ago. Not even correct, 4 months ago. This happened. People within this government name are tied to this in high places. The IG spoke about it. The former LDA boss spoke about it. When did Joel Howard Taylor got involved in this $317 million drugs that they are hauling or connecting to that? When did Joel Howard Taylor, according to the charges, brought in narcotic in the country? When did Joel Howard Taylor did money laundering in the country that this government is connecting her the the 317 million plus $19 million, $19 million drugs? When? Is it because Joel Howard Taylor took picture with somebody who was arrested in America and jail called Bashilu that I know personally, that we grew up together and went our separate ways when they walk in, and later on we heard that he was a big BM? Is it because of the picture she took with him? Or is it because he came from abroad and talked about business with her? Or allegedly they said took her to Dubai to introduce her to business people? Is that how she got connected with the drug business? Or do they have fact that Joel Howard Taylor were importing drugs in Liberia and exporting it to foreign country?
Okay.
I think what the government did today, I think it shows that the government is not serious about fighting drugs. The government is serious about destroying the opposition. It's not fighting drugs. Because if you're fighting drugs, the cartel communicated. with the president's son. Not only that the cartel communicated with the president's son, somebody who close to the cartel took the president's son to Europe in the name of going to visit a football academy. Really? After that, what did we hear about that football academy in Liberia?
Okay,
Nothing.
let me hold you there, and I'm gonna be breaking Dr. Mali in until Libra can comes back. But that's a version, and you're entitled to your own opinion. But we must also, you don't necessarily have to be the importer or exporter. If you are a facilitator of a crime, if you know about a particular crime and you participated into that crime, knowing fully well if it is proven right, we don't know all of the details here, and this is why we will have to undo our feelings, our political attachment with these people. In order to give you an honest, we're not here to do to create the drama is already unfolding by itself. So our responsibility as analysts, pundits, is to give our honest opinion viewed. That is going through the court process. I don't know the level of evidence, but that was unprecedented today to see it. That was quick moving like a bang, bang, bang to be charged. And I knew something of such because I stayed there. I just felt that they were trying to put the dots and pieces together. We'll wait and see. But Dr. Mali, this would not be a surprise when you talk to opposition, people that disagree with the Unity Party. It's on the other side. It will always be like a wish on. Even if we're on the other opposite side, it will still be the wish on. But let's cut through the needle here. Now she's being charged. These crimes are very, very grave crime. They are very serious. It's gonna put her political career on the line. It's gonna be a long case. We all made a sort of prediction here that I wouldn't be surprised that these people are gonna be slammed with not persecution but prosecution by going through the court system here. Now the charges has been placed on her. What are you looking for? What next that you are looking for from the government? In terms of their ability to come out with their evidence before the court of competent jurisdiction. Is that something we want to see? We saw other cases in the past, government, we get this, and then at the end of the day, zero. What is your concern? What is your worry?
Yeah, I agree with you, CEO. In the past, things really went the wrong way. People begin to question some of the legal minds the government employed. But here's my take. I don't want for the CDC and the other opposition political party to be consumed in their feeling and begin to use phrase like witch hunting. Because witch hunting is simply someone not being treated fairly. I think the opposition need to challenge this case in a very sober manner. One, everything that the opposition is saying, that the lie on this woman, the charges are there. 7 charges, serious charges. First of all, drug trafficking. Is the government able to prove that the woman was engaged in drug trafficking? That's where the opposition is supposed to come from. Challenge these charges, get yourself ready, go to court, and push the government to the wall. Rather than crying wolf all over the place, this is witch hunting, it's not necessary. In a civilized and a responsible society, those things don't happen. Put your house in order and start crying wolf. Now there's another charge here, money laundering. Can the government prove this thing? You see, I think this is where the opposition is supposed to be coming from right now, rather than causing noise around town and creating unnecessary intimidation in the system. It's not going to August well for the opposition. Now there's the other argument that people were involved, the president's son, this, that. What I expect the opposition to do at this time, since we have the facts and we'll get recording, and the government don't want to do anything about investigating the president's son or the IG recusing himself as an opposition, as a responsible opposition, what do? You take the government to court and present your facts and challenge the government that these are our facts. The president's son were in communication with these people, and we realized that he had the whole thing had been he had been circumvented from this whole thing. So we need a fair investigation. And the IG so this is the role I expect the angry politicians to be taking at this time rather than just making unnecessary noise. You see? So this is a challenge to the opposition, especially seditions. They need to stop the noise making. Look at the charges and push the government to the wall. Let the government prove this thing before a court of competent jurisdiction. I think this is what we're talking about here.
Okay, Libra, I don't know if you read it. Libra, you need to give me a thumbs up. I don't know. Libra, are you ready? Okay. All right, so that's the number there, folks. You can also participate. Good morning to my own sister, Martina, from Australia, joining us this morning. Hopefully, you are doing. Okay, look, this is going to be a long fight. Libra, I'm kind of like surprised tonight with your tone, your intro, your initial reaction. What is running through your head? We're not hearing you. Can you unmute
What?
yourself?
Yes. So the issue for me, this is not. It's not something that we were not expecting. We knew the government was going to use these tactics to slow down CDC as the election get closer. However, I didn't know that it was going to be through the drugs issue. I thought it was going to be through um, going after them through property recovery and all that kind of good stuff. Now, what happened today, of course, it's unprecedented because I've not seen it before. However, this lady, the former vice president, is not somebody that looked like Samson Toe, highly respected member in the international community. So if there are one or two things here, and I'm going to speculate heavily on this here tonight. The first thing is, yesterday we heard the minister of information telling us that Liberians were going to be expecting to receive some guests from the United States. And this question specifically asked for the deportees. He said no, these were guests. However, they are when you read it, national news and what have you, that the news is out there that Liberia have accepted deportees from the United States. They don't mention anything about political asylum seeker. So if the U.S. is giving this type of, if America, Liberia agree to do business such as this with Liberia, number one. The second thing I also think about is perhaps the American Drug Enforcement Agency is heavily involved and have been giving information to the Liberian government about Madam Julia Howard Taylor. Now, the thing here is this: even if you have those kinds of information, if that lady is to be arrested, the woman is not like the Yaka Koluba for you to delay family at the airport. The people have so many information. Go to her house, politely ask her to come to the office for a conversation about a drug business. And she was okay. She doesn't need to be disgraced. You heard they're coming over there talking about, oh, the police, they tried to bring her in. You heard one of the EPS guy that I signed with her say publicly on the video, I got my AK here. I'm gonna open that one up. What if something has happened today? Then what? Then what? I'm not saying the drug issue is not important. Nobody is above the law. But at the same time, we cannot go around risking lives as such. This what happened today. Those of us that only in this to support President Waka, some of us going to be thinking twice now, to be honest with you.
Hold on one second. All right, let's have this. You're going to be thinking twice.
Definitely. And I'm not going to be the only person. Because here's the thing here. Even if this lady is going to be found guilty, let it be done through the court of law. Okay. What are the circumstances? We don't need for the law enforcement to tell us to tell us their hand right now. That can be done in the court of law. This woman, she's well recognized all over the world. What do you think you are how going to go run away from Liberia? Even if she go to Ghana, she will come back. But you're making a scene for her to be arrested at the airport. For her to be arrested at the airport. What was the president? What type of information they give the President Waka to agree on this?
So quickly before I go to the caller, when we're going to have a complete good conversation, are you saying the president was most likely elected about this? Correct?
I'm definitely sure of that. And President Waka if President Waka was not informed, those people would not go and arrest the woman at the airport. They must have given the president maybe some more information from whoever they get collected intel, and the intel expose her. I do agree. Most likely that President Waka reviewed and saw that yes, there's enough evidence here. But we are Liberians. Even if we're going to fight the drugs, let's fight the drug the Liberians way. Yes. How many times when President what's his name, Prince Johnson slapped that woman during the war? Up to this time, when anybody play that video, people get angry. We don't treat women like that in our society. We don't do those kinds of stuff. Why the president, what's his name, Prophet King spend that time in jail, and Liberian didn't get in the street? You don't treat Liberian women as such. They must be respected, even if they are criminal. There are ways you can go about it, especially a lady who served your country. Honor her. You have peace. You came to power. They exceed power to you. They gave you the power. They accepted the defeat. Is that how it's going to be? What's wrong with the court? Why can you not provide proper way of doing this here? Unacceptable.
All right. Well, you're always here to express your view, but I have a different version. But let's go. Before I come to Keta, let's go to Clarence Davis. Clarence, good evening. Welcome.
Hey, CEO, how you doing?
Good.
You know, CEO, sometimes when I listen to many of Liberian, I sometimes, question our judgment sometimes. We're talking about a transnational crime that not only committed in Liberia, that our country was used to ship drugs in other countries. Then you're talking about we should handle Liberia with, we are not, they have not been handled Liberia with. You have FBI. You listen to the foreign minister. When they thing started, she called his advisor to President Trump. And they send the Homeland Security, they send the USDA, they send the FBI, you got an MI7 from Great Britain, you got a team from Netherlands, you got a team from Morocco, you got a team from the African country here. They are all part of the investigation. They said that they case should be handled Liberia way. When now we get to know that when a woman is involved into crime or alleged into crime, can be out of respect. When Gloria Mususka was thrown at the pike of the pick at that time. So what? She's not a woman? If we want to be fair to ourselves, sometimes we know that the father there or the mother can be there. But we are talking about the future of our country. Our country has been used. Said by Bashir that we're talking about today, what Keto call her name. Said by Drew, I don't just want to go in relation or draw our relationship. Joel Howard Jordan diplomatic passport got missing. And the diplomatic passport was Bashir was using the diplomatic passport as a being and getting a coming in their country, getting a bushmaker coming in Liberia. They made 2 people in their country. And you're arrested by the scene, you're arrested by the American government. And then let us stay in communication. You listen to what is going on. When the drug issue came out, on the show, I said there will be some lawmakers that will lose their position when they get there will be key people. There's sometimes something that we can hear behind the scene. We don't want to bring it on the show here. And many more names will come up that people, even people that you're not expecting, they will come up. But to be fair to our country, this is our country. There is not the first time in the region. In 2018, the vice president of Sierra Leone was arrested. He was caught for corruption. So if we continue to do a show in that manner, that we're happy their way, no go their way, we saw the number of Liberian youth.
Let me hold you there.
So Mr. So.
Clarence, let me just hold you there. Aaron, hold on. Lpr, I want to bring.
Yes, please. Let me straighten something up. We were on this platform when Madam Scott was mistreated. We spoke about it for 2 straight days. I was on my show that this is not how any woman should be treated. I'm not here to defend the act of arresting her. That's not my point. Must it be dramatic as it was today? Was Madam Howard Taylor going to run away from Liberia? A former vice president of the Republic of that, was she going to run away from Liberia and not return? One thing. Second thing is this. Why do you have to show that much force at the airport of all places? Knowing fully well that this lady has EPS people to protect her. Why is somebody EPS today say, we're not going to allow you to take this woman? If we're going to deliver. And then there's a gunfight at the airport. Then what?
So,
what?
So, Liberal, let me go to Keto. But the idea to say EPS, the security is being provided by the state. That's not her personal security. So there's no way that they can even.
But do you know the EPS that were protecting her were not even informed?
Yeah, well, we don't know all of the details.
Well, why were the guy talking about saying we don't know anything? I got my gun with me. I'm gonna have to. Why would he make that kind of statement?
Well, we don't know.
Mr. So let me make myself clear.
Mr. So you don't know, but we know. Don't say we don't know. You don't know, but we know.
Hold on, please. Let you and myself now on the same page. Hold on, Mr. So let me make myself clear, please, if you don't mind.
You hold on. I know tonight you're in your feelings, emotion, kicking in, but just hold on 1 second. Let me go to Keto, then I'll come to Aaron, and then we can square it. So yeah, take it easy, Papi. You know, Dr. Baka is working. So why are you getting mad?
He's working. Of course, he's working.
Okay, so let's
the process of providing that kind of work is what I'm frowning on.
Oh well.
So, Mr. So, let me be honest with you. This case will go down like Karen Summer 12 case. They will whip the government again, and they will come out. They will say the juror did this and did that. This case has nothing. Joel Howard Taylor got nothing to do with drugs. According to the charges, when you listen to the charges, when was the last time in Liberia we had drugs that entered our country 3 times that we know of? The first that came on international wires under President Weah was the $100 million drugs. The American didn't charge Joel Howard Taylor to it. The people that were arrested, they walked free because the justice system say the police didn't do diligence. They let the people go with the money and they burn the drugs. The 2 times in this government, the drug came to the country, they arrested the people that was saving the drug in the house, the 19 million drugs. Somebody who received the drug and took it to the house, it was not connected to Joel Howard Taylor, nothing. You see, that's the thing I keep saying on this platform. Sometimes you want to caution us how we must talk this, how we must do this. But let's be fair. In the public, in the state, no hard feeling, no emotion. We're not putting emotion inside. We put the reality. The case will be judged in the public space, and it will be judged in the court. Tell me, when did Joel Howard Taylor import drugs in the country, illegal drugs in the country? When? That's what I want to know. The drugs that came, that they arrested, the $19 million drug, is it the drug that they're talking about that Joel Howard Taylor imported in the country? Or was it the $317 million drug that came? Which one? Nobody know. The only thing they're holding the woman for, because they say a man who was arrested in America, she took picture with him. I know she provided what the country might call or the official passport for him and all the kind of things. What is that?
Okay.
You cannot connect drugs that didn't come to Liberia. If they had arrested drugs in Liberia that were tied to Joel Howard Taylor in the past,
thank you
and
so
then you
much.
want to bring it to the prosecutor, and then we're talking. But this time around, what connection to the two major drug busts in the country? That's what we want to know.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's keep it. Let's make it succinct. The house is crowded. People on the phone line. We want to make sure everybody participates. Terry, good evening. Good to have you. Welcome. Let me go to Aaron, and then I come to Dr. Mali. And just for clarity, we don't want people to carry wrong information. I didn't hear any of the charges read by the authority today, whether we agree with it or not. I didn't hear anything say, oh, because she took picture with people or because she do this. I mean, there are different connections, security connection. She was charged for specific thing. I am looking to see how the government can prove her case. So we got to be very careful as we talk this. Let us not create dramatic scene on the already drama other people are talking about, but there was no charges of saying, oh, because she took picture with somebody and that's why. We don't know yet. We don't know. The government says she get a record. We're hoping that they prove it. These are very, very serious and grave issue. Let me bring in Aaron is joining us. Aaron, good evening.
How you doing, Mr. So?
Okay.
How everybody doing?
Good. Yeah, we are today again. Every day has its own soup. Sometimes they put water in it, sometimes no water.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah. What you make up there, my man?
So when I was at work this morning when I saw the video going around and stuff. I didn't believe it first. I thought it was AI, and then when I looked, I saw a screen carrying the video. So I just listened to Rescue 3, Terrence, right? Talking about this guy stole a diplomatic passport from the former vice president's daughter, so to speak. I don't know how true it is. But when this government came to power, the first 4 months, they canceled every diplomatic passport. And as a matter of fact, diplomatic passport is 2 years. It's 2 years. That's the rule. After 2 years, you go and renew it, or you get a new one. So if we try to look at that process, even if they would have recommended this man for a diplomatic passport, it would have been expired by now. So let's do that process of elimination right there. Now, this woman was vice president for 6 years. She didn't authorize the cartel, or she didn't talk to the cartel, or agree with the cartel, or facilitate the cartel to bring over $500,000 drugs in the country when she was vice president. Now that she's not vice president, she's just a regular citizen, former vice president. That's the time she will authorize or cartel to bring over almost $500 million drugs in the country. So I will end with this, Mr. Soul. You lived through the 80s. You know, I lived through the 80s when I was younger. Mr. Toad lived through the 80s. And I always say this, I said this before, Liberia didn't go to war because we never had food in our houses to eat. Liberia didn't go to war because we never had televisions on in every house in Liberia. Liberia went to war because people were being pushed back to the war. And that's exactly what this government is doing. You got the president's son who publicly admitted, that he received a text. How these people got his number if they don't know him, if he's not connected to them? He also admitted that he went to Barcelona, Spain, with one of the cartel members, including the youth and sport minister. Why none of these people are not being questioned? Why? You know why Steve Zacko lost his job? He lost his job because he didn't arrest Samuel Tue, I mean, at the border or at the airport. So the reason why they went to that airport today is because the president knows about it. He gave the go-ahead for them to do it. And we're brewing something little by little, little by little, little by little. Opposition parties, opposition leaders, they got their supporters. They got their supporters. I mean, the people who support the government, who are on Facebook doing all these things. Power is not for one person for forever. Power can shift. Power can shift. People can be very careful how to do something in that country. People, I mean, you got to look at the sense of reasoning. And the first thing you got to look at, why the woman will be a simple citizen now, she will authorize $500 million worth of drugs, or facilitate that? Who does that?
All right.
What kind of sense does that make?
Let's leave it there. You can stay on the line if you
Thank
want to. Just mute your
Yeah.
phone. We want everybody to participate again.
Okay.
This is a very painful, consequential, and something that is unusual. But what that does to me today is send a reminder. I remember 1976 in Greenville. If anybody remember the Walter, case. At the time, government used to be using the funny car. Most of them Azuzu with red license plate, something to. Yeah, and that plate number was GV20. So GV20 enters Sino. People from Sino, they knew that story. Dr. Malley was quite interesting. They started just almost similar thing today. They started with a bar play, and everybody, sometimes when they arrest your friend, the other one probably will be laughing. I was in demonstration school. So this day, they carried the county attorney, the late Mongo, and then the big fish judge, James Tia, who was then the superintendent. After they took the superintendent, then people knew that, yes, something, it was real serious. Because the smaller car, the car running, say, one Ford and Terry. They will take you and fool you, they will fool you inside there. There's some kind of, the point fee, how they don't fool it, put it in the cartoon and stuff like that. But look, Dr. Malley, let me just bring you in here. We'll try to wrap our hair around here, and we just need to take a deep breath because we don't know. I don't know where the GOL is coming from, but they claim they have the facts. They have the authority to subpoena phone calls, to have to do anything. We hope it's not going to be like an arson to the Capitol buildings and all of that. But this was much more kind of serious, different presentations right on spot. The VP, the Justice Minister, who was the Chief Security and Attorney General of the country, went through those charges. What should be our focus now? What should we be thinking about? Let's put aside, this is my party, this is there's no good soil, there's no good politicians. The only good soil is the dead soil. You can't put your life on the line for a politician. These people, they do bizarre things that you can say, what? I never expected this. So I'm not going to be too judgmental. I'm still going to hold my breath. But we can discuss other connection because this police IG also indicted his own government. We saw what happened to LDEA bus. The vehicle given from the cartel. The police, the communication set came from these same very people. This is the piece, this is what I'm looking at now. LDA ball when police chief is still there. If I send a question to our guy there today, but sometimes they don't even listen. And I thought somebody was going to ask that question. If I were in that conference room today, the question was being to the Attorney General because that's the immediate boss of the police. Do you still trust this police chief to be head of this sort of investigation? When the head of a bureau, all of his senior members, they are all being incarcerated. They are all being involved. So what was he doing? How can his name somehow directly being mentioned? How can he be in charge of this? But that didn't happen. What are you looking forward? What are you looking out for, Dr. Mali?
Well, as you rightly said, I think the opposition have got a major role to play here. Instead of them using their transforming their emotion into an instrument to harass the population, I think they need to be sober right now. What we're looking for here right now is that the government has handed down charges. So the opposition now should get strictly to work in action. All right? First of all, they should have access to this woman here while she in prison.
In person, right.
Yes. Because as Mr. Keto rightly said, let the case go into court, it should be tried, and it will be tried. And if Madam Joel Howard Taylor is not found guilty, she will be acquitted. You see? But if we come in here on the platform to say that there's no evidence and there's no this is a government. Government is bigger than every one of us. They have come up with their charges, and the Attorney General has put his neck on the line
He read
read the charges out today. It's not the police director that read the charges out. The Justice Minister read the charges out today. So then that means, and I'm very sure His Excellency is in acquiescence with this development. I'm very sure that he been briefed stage by stage. All right. So the opposition need to tone down the temperature, try to disprove this case by also doing their own homework. And as a matter of fact, a point of correction to Mr. Keto, these charges are linked to the $317 million drugs. It's clear there. Not all the drug, but that particular one. Right? So the question of when she came in, when she was involved in all the kind of thing, that is not the question at this time. The question now is, how do we fight this case? How do we fight against these charges? That should be the question right now. And lastly, Madam Joel Howard Taylor is not an injured. There is no prescription that you got to be arrested certain place at certain time. When you are an alleged criminal, you can be arrested even in your bathroom. Government can arrest you. This is the reason why government is bigger than everybody. You see? It has come to, you see, what's happening in Liberia now is very strange. This is why a lot of people are apprehensive. People are not seeing people being arrested like that before. People are not seeing people being charged like that before. People have not seen a president dismissing a list of people and sending some of them for investigation. We have not seen these things. So these are strange phenomena to so many people. It shouldn't be strange. We are in the 21st century, and the government will have to wake up and run. If you're an alleged criminal, even in your bathroom, they should have you arrested. And what the security did today, assuming the APR decided to open fire on people, the government not need to inform anybody beside the alleged culprit. All right? And if any of her bodyguard open fire today, they're going to be charged for treason. Interfering government work. You can't do that. So that was the best thing the former vice president did to surrender herself, came down there. The timing, I don't know why they came up with that timing. They waited when she was leaving. Okay, that's another thing we can look into. But probably according to security arrangement, maybe they felt that was the right time. So I really don't find a problem with it. My only message to the opposition now, as you said, CEO, the way out now is, it's time to go back into your strategy room now. Strategize and defeat the government in court rather than making noise around.
Thank you so much. Let me bring in the Reverend to see whether there will be a biblical prescription into this, but as usual, what are going to be a topology. So, Terry, something maybe I missed that mark, but I watched everything from start to finish. Like I said, the presentations, all of the folks were there. But I thought you were going to be the district attorney to have read the charges against the former vice president.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. So, to Libra and Dr. Mali, Ketter, and to the rest of the team and those who following. Yeah, it's a pathetic thing, Mr. So, and everybody is all ears. But yeah, I myself don't actually think that procedure was wrong. I think they given the magnitude of the situation, I think the right person was the one to announce the charges and the arrest in person of the justice minister who has the joint security. And I think that was done because this particular investigation is separately under the control of the joint security headed by the justice minister. So, but what we need to understand, I see most people arguing in regards to whether if it was right for them to arrest her. We got to go to the law. It is not unconstitutional. If the government, and in as much, no offense to Madam Joel, former vice president of Liberia, I don't want to believe she was part of. I don't want to believe she does that. But law follow evidences. They don't follow what we believe. Religion follow belief. Law follow evidence. That's the difference. So when you want to be a believer in a person, you got to pray for religion. You go to religion and believe in faith. If you want to understand how the situation work and how investigations are done, you have to investigators follow the lead of the evidence regardless favor or so. But our law requires that a person do not need warrant when the authorities have reasonable grounds to believe the person committed an offense. So there is no the government do not need to inform you to arrest you if they believe that you have committed a criminal offense. All right? The people get arrested all the time for crimes that they have committed without warrant. And I think the drug law provides that the person can be arrested, without any kind of a warrant or so. Once the people can find reason for to arrest you, they can arrest you. I think that is possible. But
Okay,
yeah,
thank you so much. I'm going to be doing something unusual. We're going to be picking some tweets online as a way to engage.
Yeah, Mr. So,
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. I am in charge. I am coming to you. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's come to John Hennings here. US FBI DEA are involved in this investigation. We are moving ahead with this investigation. That's our man John here. Let's come to this one here. Diane Haga. A criminal is a criminal. Do not play the woman card in this situation. I understand listening to the words coming out of supposedly to Lebra. I can't call the other one. Accusing this woman supposedly criminal behavior. This is the kind of people that I think they can get away with crime because of their status in society. When I expect this liberal man to defend this government, he always seems to stab the government in his back sometime. I do not know exactly what to believe he stands for. My goodness, what a firing from his fang.
oh, that's so hurtful.
Oh God. Okay, liberal.
Yeah, Mr. So, let me make my position clear. Let me make my position clear. Okay. I am not against the arresting of Manager Howard Taylor. I am not part of the investigation team. I don't know what they have. However, as a Liberian man, one of the men from Liberia, we got mothers. Those of us that got mothers and love our mom then,
Oh God.
if you treat a woman bad before us, it get to us. Number one. The most important thing that I'm making, the point that I'm making here tonight, is not whether she needed to be arrested or not. This woman served as former First Lady. She served as Senator of the Republic of Liberia, served as Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. And under her administration, this government, this we that we campaign for, came to power, and they conceded the same night. They didn't recount. They didn't do like what George Bush did over there in Florida, having the battered pregnant child and liver child, all that kind of stuff. They decided in this Liberia is bigger than all of us. This is the time to even show the scene. If she's, I'm not saying they shouldn't arrest her. They have the evidence already, no matter how you arrest her.
What are you saying?
Mr. Soul, let me make my point. No matter how she's arrested. But my thing is this. When you violate the rules, you should be under the jurisdiction of the law. Fair. But when you do what they did today at the airport, knowing fully well that this woman, my argument, this woman is not a flight risk. Number one. The second thing is, you're going over to the airport with guns to arrest the former vice president who has not declined coming to you, who has not put a resistance coming to you. What purpose does it serve? Except when you do those kinds of stuff, then some of us start questioning your sincerity in trying to dispense the justice system. Then some of us believe that this thing is politically motivated. However, she's already in there. That's fine. But guess what? The same thing you do to me, somebody else will do to you. It's coming. Rescue 3, you're gonna, Marcel will be alive. We all gonna be alive for a long time. I'm gonna hear you cry on the thing. The people that papier, they don't know that papier. The man used to be a former. I don't want to hear it. That's all. No, seriously, if these people come to power, and I'm gonna predict it, if these people come to power, nothing will stop them. You're doing it now, which is correct because those are things that we predicted. I said on this platform that if President Baka comes, the Ambassador Baka comes to power and he start investigating, that means they will not be corrupt. Because they know once you start investigation, the next person coming in, they will do the same thing. So for the drug issue, these are things that we're going to do to make sure the drug business ceases in Liberia. I'm not against that. My point is, she's a mother. She's violated the law, perhaps, allegedly. Which way can you get her into the court? Must it be done dramatically that they did today? That is the one that I don't agree with. They could have sent police to the house before she left because the entire government knows that she was leaving today. They could have sent police, man, you can't leave. They want to question you at the police station. Okay, let me call my lawyer. Excuse me?
What difference is that?
No, the difference is this. The difference is this. The uptick today. The uptick is like, and look at the charges they have on her. It's like she's more than that lady that was in Florida.
So
she's selling this and selling. What did she sell? I don't know that, and I'm not going to argue the charges. The court will define that. But my point, and I'll continue to say this: I'm not here for friendship. I'm not here for kumbaya here. I will speak my mind. My point is, she served the Republic of Liberia for 6 years. Under her administration, no war came to Liberia. Peace was there. Let's try to enjoy. Let's give these former leaders, even if they violate the rules. Let's give them the ability for them to be taken to court or whatever it is with some serious process of saying, okay, we'll respect that.
Okay, thank you very much. Your time is over. I don't think we should get in the business to confuse our audience because
what I say here, there's nothing here to be confusing.
I'm speaking my opinion, sir.
Your opinion is not in place. It's your opinion, but it's not in place. What I say here and what I'm going to say again, Mr. So, is this. The process of what it did, the uptake that happened today, it was too dramatic. You
So
didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that to arrest her.
let
She
me
could have
let
still
me
been arrested.
let me just tell you. When security, I don't know what I'm focusing on. Let the government produce our evidence. It is within the purview of the security apparatus to determine. You are not the one to determine who is a fly, who not flying, and blah 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 blah. They can pick you up 3 o'clock in the morning. They can pick you up 5 o'clock. You can be in shower. They put towel around you and carry you.
Well,
What?
Mr. So I understand, but when it happened to Girl State, what's her name here?
Uh,
We were
that was
on the same platform, arguing the same thing. I have never shied away when it comes to a woman and the way she's treated. I was on the platform arguing almost the same thing. So
all
I'm
right.
not going to deviate from that right now.
So first of all, you are a guy who's saying in multiple places, so people don't really get what you said. You hitting Terry here this evening here. You see a man over here. You are causing pain this evening here. You're hitting people here.
That's
So
my job. That's my job. To
so
be
the issue of
ridiculous.
this crime is a crime. I am not saying what she did. I am just what I'm saying. The government should come for. That's what should be our focus point. The government should come for to prove her case, because she's a sitting vice president, former sitting vice president. But we're not going to be selected or people position, and then when the layman does it wrong, then we treat them because somebody was vice president. No, vice president, not vice president. What we want now, this thing must be, it must go across the board. The government must be transparent, because there are other people, we are hearing their name and not much is being done. And you come here, you cry every night here, this thing. I'm surprised to see you the way you going here tonight. That's just being another dishonest old man here that we've been talking about here. You're showing 2 faces, 3 faces of who you are. It's ridiculous.
My position is clear. You can characterize it any way you want. My position is clear that
Okay.
I don't like and I don't appreciate the dramatic process. That I'm not saying they shouldn't arrest her, but must you carry guns over their wives if people start resisting to
Officer, the
their
man
wives?
ask people to swing their arm.
The
What are you
what?
talking about?
No,
Officer.
that lady could have been invited
So okay, you know what? Invite her where?
to the police station.
And where they carry her today?
Oh, but what did they do? They allow her to drive all the way to the airport
It doesn't
so
matter.
that people will know that they're fighting drugs.
You can be boarding the plane, and they can call. They can that plane can be halted. You see, you're quick to get in your feelings. That's the problem. I am not saying for me. What I want to see, let the government prove her case, and let the opposition hold Gregory Coleman, because Gregory Coleman, the guy, the people you support, indicted his own government here. We want to know the other government official. This and that what happened. I'm gonna come to you. The senator there, Senator Brown did call. We were on the network and accused that his son, the police patrol car was used, and he claimed someone gave an instruction. Who is that person that gave that instruction? What are you running away for?
Mr. So,
That person that gave that instruction. Okay, Keto, come to you. This whole
Mr.
thing
So,
is ridiculous.
so let all of us agree here that the fight against drug in the country is important. There should be no sacred cow. But what we are saying here, you cannot use the fight of drug to intimidate your political opponent. You cannot use the fight of drugs to corrupt the justice system to fight the same drugs that you're trying to alleviate. You cannot do that. And people say, oh, let the justice. So let me ask you a question. All I want to please, because the police got right to arrest people. So the police just go around arresting people, put in jail. All the past government officials, you arrest them because we say the process got to go through. You arrest them, put them in jail. Do you know what it means?
No, no,
They
no.
are trying to subdue our
Keto,
people. Are coming now, are coming. They are trying to subdue our people. What happened to the police, the president's son that name came out in this thing? What happened to the vice president name that came out in the thing? He took picture with somebody who is involved in this case, and there was a justification that when you take picture of the person, it mean you into the person web of crime. No, we're not saying that. What is happening? When they went to arrest the other people, was it dramatic like this? No. Somebody spoke of Gloria Musu's cat. Gloria Musu's cat refused
over numerous when they invited her, she refused. She refused until the people drew the indictment. They went to her house. She politely gave herself through her lawyer to the police. Nobody did Kulamuzuska like that. This woman is the former immediate vice president. This woman, senator. You understand? This woman, former first lady. This woman is not a flight risk. You care, you know, you if you were investigating the woman forever, why you didn't go and say, look, we have an indictment, we inviting the first lady, former first lady, or the former or of VP to the police station for investigation. You waited because the government wants to shame opposition, wants to set up deterrent to say we will deal with you, will dismantle you. That's where you see when the credibility of this fight for drug is getting so dangerous, getting so bad.
All
You
right,
can't
let me
do
go
that,
to.
Mr. Saul. There's no way you can defend this on the show and you'll be talking
No,
about, oh, we can't put feelings inside, we can't put emotion inside. Because let me tell you one thing. It to her door today at the opposition door. The next time when it comes to another person door, if we don't speak, the misstep this government is taking, when they start to come to other people's door,
no.
we will not have the moral for us to speak.
Okay, let me before I go to the line here. I don't want you to build a perception that I'm supporting what the government is saying or I'm cheering what the government is saying. I'm one of those being having a very extreme voice here. But what I the reason I'm saying this, if she had, it was still going to be holding her without any charges. That's the charges they brought against her, and those charges are very strong, very very strong. Uh, they have they proven everything? No, until they can go to the court. So I am saying I am arguing on these charges. I will hold my breath. I will hold hang in there until they go to court and see. They say they have everything. I don't know what they have. Let's wait until they are being proven. But the notion that, oh, because she's a former vice president, she's a senator, so there must be a sort of preference being given to her, then that is wrong because there are ordinary people who've been doing bad things. They're ready to fall in like the cartoon in Dr. Mata will be leaving soon here. Let me go to him to get his phone and then I come to the phone line. We're not going to be here that long, but I know it's stuff here. Dr. Mali.
Yeah, I just want to make several points clear here. I thank God today that the honorable former vice president was not beaten. I thank God she was not undressed. I thank God they did not use baton to break the left side of her jaw. I thank God she was given a paper and she was responsible enough to follow the police. I think dignity was accorded her today. As a question on the venue is the police description. It's not based on anything. And lastly, the Liberian government, the Liberian society is not a poorer society.
Mali.
We are not running a poorer society. We are running a responsible government, right? So this thing is surprising because since 1847, maybe in between there, people are seeing some strange thing for the first time. People being dismissed in rooms. People sent for investigation. Other people
It's
tap
just a
people.
man you call independent.
Yeah, tell
It's
people
just a
are.
man you call independent
Hey,
CEO.
give me chance. Give me
No, I
chance.
just asking question. I just asking
No,
question.
you can keep your question. You ask it later on. We get rules on the platform now. So at the end of the day, we need to be very thankful. This president did not come here to create poorer society where people got to sit on a dining room table to dine around. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. We all respect women. But when it comes to alleged criminals, you are just an alleged criminal until it's proven that you are not. So my suggestion here to the angry opposition, feeling can solve the problem right now. Getting on the street will not solve this problem. Bringing in a lot of adjective is not even going to solve this problem. What will solve the problem here is provide more information to your lawyer, go to court, and defeat the government. This is my candid appeal to Mr. Keto and the rest of his angry supporters of the CDC. Because the direction they're going now, they want to put the citizen against the government. That there's witch hunting. They think had not even reached the level of witch hunting. It had not even reached there because the case had not even been tried yet. You see? So let's give the process a chance to work and remove our feelings out of this type of discussion.
Thank you. This is a very high profile case, so we gotta just have a conversation, so we're cautious. Let me go to the phone line now. I'll go to Terry. Clarence, are you there?
Clarence, call again.
Yeah, I'm here. See you, I'm here.
Okay, let's get your final take on this yet. I think there seems to be a divided house here. Everybody have their own view, which is okay here. Other people saying their form of arrest was not dignified, political witch hunt. Let me get your take.
You know, Mr. So, there's a reason why many people when they come this year say, oh, saying 1847 like bread, just say the same. Their kind of quiet mentality, if we continue with their kind of quiet mentality, will be hard for our country to improve. These are some of the things that happened 2017 when Ellen Johnson saw the decision of the old man, and she told the other route because she was not wanted for her children to be prosecuted. The president said, strange thing is a thing that never happened in the country before it will happen. And we are seeing it happening today. And we are seeing the leader of the country being a prosecutor and getting money, which was arrested with Judy Bryant. Judy Bryant was arrested. He was caught by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and he was taken to jail. And from that jail, they didn't say that Judy Bryant passed. I'm not wishing even for Manan. But this crime that levied against Manan is a felony. You tell somebody felony in their country, you tell them to go on the mandate, to go by mandate before going appearing to the police. This is a serious indictment. So if Joe Hamilton, according to the Justice Minister today, he said all the charges they levied against him say until proven in the court, company called court of law. But if we will use our feeling because you want in opposition doing it, and the nature of the investigation say this guy established their operation since 2018, and they verified out that they bought they took their drugs from in near Maggie House over there. The people rented our house in 2020. And these two guys are present under the custody of the Liberian government, the foreign national, they were given a diplomatic passport by the past government. Whatever business were they doing in the country? Who brought them in? Whatever business they started in the government get a diplomatic passport. I said on the show today, I said that there will be some by-election in the country. Why should I'm telling you, CEO, there will be a by-election in our country, representative, senator, and team, there will be by-election in our country. But if we will continue to use our feeling because I support that person or that person is getting my policy, and we look at our brother and sister that drug kid in our country. Then we say now supporting somebody else, dubious attitude. I don't think we have been doing well for our country. When Joe Howard had a moral, when her husband declared war on our country, Joe Howard was not married to Taylor when Taylor brought war in our country. But the woman had been living in a crowd of money. She saw that brought money with Taylor. She joined Taylor when Taylor executed feminist in our country. She saw in our scene, in our rosary, in our blood money, and enjoyed it. Wow. Today, she said that she supported her and she's still using Taylor name. So if she built it up, better. Thank you for the show, CEO.
Wow.
Aaron, and then thank you. I'm going to be putting Aaron, let's hear your final take.
Yeah, Mr. So, thank you for the show. Look, the thing from those guys from the other side, nobody here is saying that the government shouldn't go after people for drugs. Okay? What we are saying is, if you're going after people for drugs, it should be holistic. Go after everybody. Okay? If the first family, somebody from the first family is involved, go after the person, at least for formality. You can call the person how, say, okay, let the person come to the police station, let them interview the person. But Mr. So, I mean, a police escorting drugs, that the former vice president tell the police escort to escort drugs. You got permanent people within the government. The IG said it. Okay, Ronnie Seaton said it. When are we now linking people because of taking pictures with people? That's how we're linking people. Then we link President Barker to a lot of people. Then we link his son to a lot of people. All we are saying is let everything be fair and square. I believe 100% that the former vice president will walk free. The same way Samuel Tuah will walk free. I know that. All that thing that the justice minister was explaining today, he himself don't even believe half of the thing he was explaining. He himself, in his heart, he doesn't believe it. So we all know that. But if you want to charge people holistically. Don't let other people be walking, then you walking on the other side. That's why people are calling it witch hunt, because one group of people got different treatment and the other group of people got different treatment. But we know there's nothing there. She will walk free. We all here. So thank you for the show. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think this is what we should bring to the table. Terry, let me bring you in here.
So
what's the contrast here? We're hearing different tone, different, which of course is not a strange one here. I think you and your old man are on the same page, so that's the way I see it.
Yeah, Liver is sympathetic. And myself, when I call the news, tears came because I know the woman. I know the person in question, right? Very humble, very spirited, and all of that. But again, believability is different from facts. But what I want to look at from what I've been reading is that the Liberian police can arrest a person without an arrest warrant once they have reason to believe that the suspect in question have committed a crime or is connected to a crime. They can arrest you. You see that happen all the time in America when somebody is tracked down by the police officer, even in the traffic, they will arrest you right there, right in the traffic. They'll arrest you and put you in the car and carry you. They don't need arrest warrant, And in the situation with her, the charges alone tells you that the police have probable cause for which she was being arrested because they said she was leaving the country and they had already been going through some level of investigation on her, right? So based upon that, they were tipped off that she's leaving the country. And maybe they had already sent all information that so and so person should not leave because we have probable cause to draw up an indictment, and under our law, the police have 48 hours to present the person that they arrested before a competent court. They also have the right to read to her rights and the reason for why she's being arrested. And on this note, when we look at the whole story, we didn't see, because she was firstly recognized as a person of interest, wherein she was being invited. I think she was not right on the scene, arrested or so, say, oh yeah, you are arrested, we'll put you in handcuff, blah, blah, blah. She was invited. And I think that the last time I checked, I saw her going in with Kabina Jana with her lawyer. Because according to our law, she must be provided a lawyer. And her rights should be read to her. So she was, and Kabina Jana said he spoke with her. And before the indictment, before the charges were drawn up on her, before they declare her to be, and I think up to now, she is still being detained because she is entitled under our law within 48 hours to her lawyer and to be presented before a competent court of jurisdiction. That is our law. So, and look at the age, and looking at Sidichan talking, you did the same thing to Wahani, to Grover Musu Scott. You understand? But for me, this is more sympathetic to me and personal than, than Musu Scott, even though Musu Scott was a big fish. But look at the way you treated a woman. And up to now, you cannot find a warrant that sedition read to Gloria Mususka. You can see the warrant for which she was arrested and put behind bar and charged with all the charges. I challenge Keto to produce that warrant. But again, this is Liberia. You understand? The only thing is, I have not seen anything that the government did that was unlawful here. I get what he name points, but the what he name Bopla, but the government have charged people and many other security guards that held key position in the security sector. So if to say the government was specifically targeting certain persons and running after them and arresting them from previous administration, you got a point. But the government have charged security people in the security, including the LDEA boss, is now suspended and is suspended indefinitely pending investigation. So the government is even investigating, including deputy NSA boss. So how will you say the government and you're saying that the president's son? What a proof you get that the president's son involved? What a proof. You just got up one morning and say because somebody on the radio said the president's son, you say the people call. How sure are you that that particular call or that video we watch is authentic? Do you have any proof whatsoever that the video that you watched was authentic? Was it proven by forensic or anything? So somebody that made some kind of video way behind the hall and thought some kind of tabata and say, oh yeah. And Jojo responded. He said he responded to the video. But that does not make responding to the video and what he said does not indict him as to being part and culprit to the crime, the drug trafficking crime in question. So, we just got to wait and see how the case going to go. If the government do not have any evidence, I would suggest that if they have no evidence against Madam, the former Vice President, Madam Joel Howard Taylor, she should sue them. She should sue them. She has the power to do that. If there is no evidence and they drag her image in, that kind of thing, and defamation of character, she should sue them. But as it stands, you can't say the charges draw up against this woman is not true, and the charges draw up against us were all made up. You can't say it because you are not there. You don't know what the people are talking. Like what Mr. Su said, court law have been subpoenaed. You don't know what is being discussed. You and I don't know. So you just jump, oh yeah, myself, I'm thinking about it. I'm worried, to be honest, because I really don't want this woman to be involved in this thing. But who am I? Thank you.
Yeah, I bring in Libra, and I got to know Joel through a friend even when I met with her 2019. That interview, very nice lady, and one of the things I was surprised. Why are you looking at me with cross eye like that, Libra? Yeah, see her? See how you're talking. She was facing me and
yeah, I watched the video.
Yeah, Libra. I said now they fly by night. People interview.
Because she know you have been knowing each other ever since you were little. So I'm just smart. Something.
Don't you see that? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, this is a shock. I mean, this 1 year, nobody sees it coming. But I just feel, and I hope what the government is saying to just go, and I mean, Terry, you're quite correct because Tue, the justice minister, if they are not put charges on her and for her to sleep to the police station, then that's a different thing. Because then it's against the law, it's against of fundamental rights. So the idea whether the charges are right or not, that's a different thing that a court going to validate that, they're going to have you. And it's time for them to really put it at defense to see where these people coming from. Remember, the Finabono then, there are people, a lot of people being involved with these things. They're from India camp. We don't know what they have said. And if
the gossip saying Finabono is spilled in the beans.
Yeah, we don't know.
And Lova don't share border with Grand Crew County, so I don't know. Labor, do you know of any border point?
They share common border.
Are you saying Paulina and Roger Cooper, thank you so much for this
let me say this, Mr. So.
coverage today.
I know many people were not in my favor tonight, but that's.
I,
Can I say this?
yeah, but wait, let me speak. I am moderating. Okay? Well, you never thought I say to you come and talk.
But yeah, so that mean you're gonna say I'm not talking. I'm gonna come to say this, Indy.
It's my description. If I decide not to let you talk and assume me that there is anything you're going to talk, then I jump over you and go to kettle or go back to Terry.
Okay, let me say this, Mr. So. Look, the thing here is this. We saw a few months back a lady was completely mishandled by security apparatus. And of course, Gregory Kuma and his people, the higher ups, were very upset about it. So they have history. However, what happened for me, what happened today, I am not well, I'm concerned because she's a Liberian, but it's not the interest that I'm speaking for. They have evidence, and she's going to be arrested because this is the rule of the Republic of Liberia. If I leave here and go to Liberia tomorrow, if they say they got evidence on me 10 years ago, they want to arrest me, they will. They have the right to do that. And then the opportunity will be given me to prove myself not guilty of whatever.
Okay.
So I'm not concerned about the arrest. My problem here tonight is the process by going to allowing her, because whenever she's ready to leave the country, the entire government apparatus will know. She's a vice president, former vice president. So don't you think that will present a good opportunity to say, madam, the police want to talk to you? So if she make a noise about it and it goes in the public, that's fine. It's on her. But for them to meet her at the airport and have people with guns, you know full well that those who are with her, some of them were her kids. Must she be disgraced in order for you to prove that you're fighting drugs? That is my point. Now, we have other Liberian women that are still young and want to participate in the government tomorrow. I don't want them to be treated like that. If they're going to arrest them, arrest them. But the person who served in the country, first lady, senator, vice president, yeah, you can say what she was getting paid. Fine. But honor her leadership, especially this last one. Liberian was enjoying peace.
What is God?
So my point is, if this lady is going to be arrested, call her in the office, and then the next thing, boom, it's on the news that, oh, man, I'm sure I have been.
Here?
Huh?
It's in a total Palava Hawk case.
Mr. So, West.
No, I mean, I just like
Mr. So, the war is over. We need to be civilized. And what was displayed tonight was not civil. It was not civil. This was the day of Tabe.
Whose administration? Who administration executing this?
President Wakai.
Okay, you're a good friend. You are
yeah,
good.
Yeah. Yes. You see, you guys are missing the point. But then again, I don't blame you guys because many of the folks that are debating me or telling me that I'm wrong, they most likely are not able to have the ability to compartmentalize. You see, my brain is good enough for me to put things one side and separate them. I have the ability to separate the government fighting drugs, which I agree with. I also have the ability to separate the way they fight it, which I'm fighting for right now.
You see, okay, you're not fighting for anything. That's the danger. That's the danger in you guys. You know, certain time you in your whatever, something down the law, the rule is okay. Certain time when you feel something, then you sympathetic.
I got an appointment.
Your sympathetic mind comes in. What you're supposed to be calling and what I'm saying and what the opposition needs to be answering, they are lying. I don't believe that Gregor Cormon is the right person at this time to preside over this because, first of all, you can't be the head of such an institution with all of your principal deputies.
Yeah, are all conflicted right now. Are all gone, pretty much. I agree with you. But here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing,
Because you
Mr.
never
Before
mentioned,
you come,
never mentioned
Mr. So I'm not here to agree with you. Let me make my point. Here's another interesting thing that
But if the man,
the other dimension that we need to look at. What had happened today? They will use it. The opposition, if they know how to talk, they will use it against Unity Party. And I can assure you that if CDC comes to power, that central prison power, forget it. They will build another new house on the island.
that you're fear.
and then
Another
when they
great,
leave power too, the same thing will happen to them
and
again.
that's fine. But then that's how the country
But
gonna
yeah,
be structured.
but then
I
I
like that.
labor, but
My point is do it the
result.
way it's supposed to be
Eric, can you
done.
get LeBron to
Yeah,
finish?
no, but
You know, no,
you
Terry,
work a thing to upset people.
you, Walter Carter, you're not allowed to interrupt me. Terry can interrupt me anytime.
No,
Terry
looking
can
at see you. I'm looking at see you to the sincere. We gotta have the
So,
conversation
Mr.
saver.
So, those who are against me tonight say the liberal. I'm surprised of the liberal and things like that. That's okay, Diana, and that's okay. I mean, we don't have to agree on a lot of things. I'm just saying, those of us that got mothers and really really love our. I don't like for female to be treated any other way.
So when your man take going fire somebody, then they want to go into a restaurant and put red carpet down, correct? Is that what you?
No,
Yeah.
no, no. If my mom do that kind of thing, she will be arrested. But you must arrest her. You must arrest her with respect.
What kind of respect? You kill somebody, they go in restaurant and say, "Oh, we come in, go finish eating your cassava leaf before we carry you."
Or arrest my mom with respect. You can't arrest my mom like any other thing. No, this is what I'm saying, Mr. So, and I think you and I have this conversation in the back before. When Madam Sally was running this country, I used to say to myself, and I think I said to me, so other people as well, that when they women leave and the men come to run this country, if we end up in the forest, you're gonna change my name.
Who managing the country now?
Men.
No, who the men are managing the
Men,
country?
I don't know what man. I said men. I say settings. I said men before. Now I say that I'm gonna be specific now. The men when the men are managing, men and they don't tolerate each other.
I think.
And so this is just the beginning, Mr. So.
But Terry, remember we had this conversation here. We don't know yet. We're waiting to see. I said, I know the Unity Party. I know those Moja boys. I know those socialist boys. They were going to use the court system, whether we like it or not, whether it's true. Because when you go through the court system, and trust me,
There's nothing you can do.
You can't blame anybody.
Yeah,
they got the
Mr.
law
So,
behind that.
I'm just saying this. I'm saying this to say because these people they want to hang on, and that's a way. That's a strategic way to dismantle the
Exactly.
No, the
now you see.
So,
That's it right there.
Mr. So, if that's the
thing.
coming out, let me come in.
CDC may be.
Can I say this?
CDC may be.
Let me
They
say
may
this
see what
quickly.
be.
Let me say
and
this
these people
quickly.
will not get a chance. Watch and see.
Terry, let me say this quickly. Madam Julia Howard herself did not put herself in a good position either. When they came to power,
he come and flip.
No, I want her to.
This is not a good night.
When they came to power, remember, it's our time to eat. We will eat. It's our time now too.
Oh, let talk good to you. Let talk something good. Look, Mr.
When
So,
they came to power, right? When they came to power,
I got a video that said, you want me
I'll play what I wanted tomorrow. When they came to power, she then decided that these people, I'm not too sure what the relationship was, but it was bad for some time.
Come to Jesus movement.
Then, after they conceded the election, when it turned over, she decided to go visit President Baga. You saw her bending herself down to the president, and she never forgave her after that.
There we go.
So they fight. If I'm fighting for her, I'm in it by myself.
But that's
Mr.
some of the
So,
thing I'm sympathetic about labor
they will soon jump the
because
ship
the woman suffer on a
on the
CDC.
CDC.
She
And
suffer a
on
lot.
the
Mr.
CDC.
So, can I have the
You
floor to
know,
speak?
Yeah, coming to you. And you know, that was a very unusual thing when we met. And that was the point I wanted to go to. But Joy is a very, very smart, and she's a lawyer.
yeah.
The folks that are working with her, Vanny, my former teacher, Breeze, was spiritual advisors, they are friends. It was just under the council. I forget about what I was doing here. It was just because of the council of churches. At certain time, she wanted to resign. I'm not saying that's the argument for why all that is going in here. She do her own careless stuff and all make some careless statement and all of that kind of thing. But they mend those fences, all right. But seeing what I'm just surprised because she has been a strong advocate for women. She frowned against drugs. We don't know whether it's a political witch hunt. Those are charges GOL brought. We're waiting to see what next. But what Liberal has done tonight is a classical way of saying how unstable this woman is.
They don't bother me. I know who I am. I know my position in the community. I'm allowed
Labor
to be
is
truthful to
sympathetic.
myself.
Disinvolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This kind of thing can really break labor heart,
I can't.
especially yeah.
Why that woman had died today? And what you will say? What you
That
will say?
from what?
From heart
She
attack.
could panic. Yeah, that thing, Mr. So that thing, if
You
you're not
heard her when she
emotionally
was talking to
stable, that thing can
Gregory.
kill you.
You heard her when she was talking to Gregory. How stressed she was.
I
Look
mean,
at how big she is. You think she doesn't have some health issue? What's wrong with these people?
Jonah,
No, man. Look, you know why I started following that woman? When Charles Siddle told her, say, go ask your pa. And your pa married his wife. What's wrong with me? And then after that, she decided, okay, this first little business is too much. She decided to start concentrating on improving the lives of girls in Liberia. The story are there. The papers are there. I read that long time ago.
I saw it at her place. So went there. Oh,
Okay.
I guess was
So the people jubilating, your way. I told Clarence David already. When time comes tomorrow, Clarence, I can't give me no crocodile tear here.
but you know, when CDC, just when near Cordoba say people
Cordoba said they were taking.
And go to jail.
They're not gonna take the father. We will not allow them to take the father of the nation.
Article
nowhere.
61 protects the president, alone,
Except
even after presidency.
our president, their president, no article 61. That article
The vice president is not protected under the
no,
law.
even their own president, the constitution doesn't apply to them.
Oh no, the man protected. The man got immunity.
No, the
Solid one too.
constitution we will fight. We'll change the constitution. Change the constitution.
You come and bring Bob like us out to there. You will be shouting for it.
Well, Mr. So, thank you very much. It's a wonderful show, but I still stick my ground.
So
I'm not against all being
your ground here. There are some things still inconclusive. I want to bring in Keto because you're still not speaking on fair play here. Do you think Gregory Coleman is the right guy to still preside over there, considering all that's going? His watch the police fail miserably.
That's this. You know what Samuel 12 did to them? They won't be worse. They want that 3 eggs because she's woman. 3 eggs. She will bust in the face of the attorney general. 1 egg for not respecting me and trying to arrest me at the airport. The 2nd egg for not calling me mother. The 3rd egg for you coming here and talking tabata. How you going to read? Look at the kind, my people. Look at the kind of indictment stuff they were reading today, as though she was in the street. Hey, I got some. Come. What kind of business is that? It's like she was selling the street corner. And you expect the jury when you go present those things, the defense would take your clip and say, "This is what you say." Does it match what you arguing right now?
What is important now the CDC, the opposition community,
Yeah,
and
don't count those people, man.
those who don't,
Not
who feels that something is not being right, to stand by our side. But what I she alone want to fight her battle, we don't know yet.
Oh God, God, if she ain't sell, if she not really involved in it, the only issue that I have, and I would say I will not put my neck on the line. You remember a few years back, when Sekou, the radio station guy, or he has his own station, when he started insulting her, he made point that the woman gave her car, the vice presidential car, to a guy who were there in America who has shady deal and stuff like that. Why is she always attracted to those kinds of people?
Yeah, we go.
You know?
Where to flip again?
Yeah, well no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So,
But
why when I said that she will be found guilty, but why is she always hanging with people with Yama record? But anyway, God will find her about it. If she ain't sell, if she not involved, God will make sure that she's vindicated.
Keto?
Yes, I started for almost 30 minutes listening to you guys, so you give me the chance, let me talk, okay? So let me address
You're not here to come lecture
Mr.
anybody.
So,
You
Mr.
just
To, you were
talk. You
here
just
on
talk.
your, Mr. To, you were talking, I just kept
Yeah,
quiet
but don't
listening.
say anything. Just get your
Mr.
opportunity
To,
to
I
talk.
just kept quiet listening. Feel progressive, I just kept
You,
quiet listening.
you on my show last night. You say you fine. You
What?
fine past
Mr.
all of us.
To, feel progressive, I'm here to speak.
That what he said?
Oh yeah, you say you fine past all the people on LPR.
Wow.
Mr. To, don't distract me. You're not going to
No,
distract me.
Allah, we're talking to Allah.
So,
I'm
Mr.
saying,
So this the thing here. This the thing.
okay, quiet. Let
So
me
I will
let me
address
bring this up.
Clarence, and I thought the CEO was going to call Clarence to order because he was on the line participating on the show when he talked about the woman married affairs with Charles Taylor, why she didn't leave Charles Taylor when Charles Taylor was killing people in Liberia. He forget to know Charles Taylor liberated Nima County. Why he didn't tell Charles Taylor to get all of Nima County when Charles Taylor was liberating Nima County. When they used the very people from Nima County to destroy our country, why he didn't tell Charles Taylor to stop? I talked to the Rescue 3. Yeah, Rescue 3. This is the reason why we don't trust those people. Because they are deceptive, they are evil. And I will say here,
Calling you
Charles
Fula
Taylor
man.
risked his life to come when they were killing Nimadians. Charles Taylor risked his life to come and rescue Nima County. And then you got somebody called Clarence David. Eh? You got somebody called Clarence David. Clarence David will come on this platform and question Joel Howard Taylor marriage to Charles Taylor because she married Charles Taylor, so she complicit in the massacre that took place in our country. No, you don't do that. You don't start linking things together because if you open Pandora box, all got the capability, the ability to make it look bad for you. For Nima County straight to Moreover, you just wrecked the whole country. You have looted the whole country. That's why Nima County is shining today. It is a Nima people smart than all of the other counties. That they stealing, they looting, they killing, they did.
Oh,
That's
we'll
why.
talk about that,
Oh,
please.
labor, give me chance. Clarence
Yeah,
David
but
was talking 18. No, he said nothing
no,
here.
but for you
Clarence
to
David,
try to
please, hey,
carry,
labor.
yeah,
When you
but
get
for
on the
you to,
platform, you
yeah,
must tell Clarence
if
David,
Clarence David is
labor,
like
please,
go
man.
after Clarence, but for you to sit
Labor,
there and
just let me
disparage
talk
the
my
entire
own. Let me talk
county
my
is
own.
something
Labor,
that
let
we
me talk
gotta
my
move
own.
back. Go
When
Please.
ahead.
Clarence David come on the platform to talk, you must put in each check.
Keto.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when it comes to this, there are some things here we have to exercise restraint.
I'm telling you.
I think we can't go into those days. The wombs are dragged.
See, look at the thing the man said just now. Why you
Yeah,
take the thing and link it to the woman like that?
that one that's a different thing. But this one here, I think we is just going to the
Yeah,
extreme.
but he not supposed to link the thing that drug baby we talking about here. The woman in her life with child Taylor, that was husband.
Yeah, the other thing you can talk about, you charged it up, brother.
They
Let
look
me
at
be
like
honest with you. The
he
woman
and
are my country
Chancellor,
woman. That my country woman too.
he and Chancellor
That
alike.
my
They look
country
alike
woman.
anyway.
That I can say Nima Kwado. I got my own Kwado. That my country woman too. So let me be honest with you.
Okay,
We use the platform to deconstruct the lies these people are put on. The
yes.
legs of Clarence David. We will use it. So when he come on the platform, you're more correcting, that will stick to the issue and not to deviate from the issue. because we have the capability, the capacity to make them look as bad as you want to make other people to look. So let me go to the point about this whole drug business. I finished dealing with clients there. Let me be honest here. When you draw all charges for somebody, you have circumstantial evidence, because everything the government put on the woman is circumstantial. They got no evidence, nothing. They never caught the woman with drugs. They only connecting the woman to people who they assume were part of the drug cartel or drug deal in our country. But you draw charges of the woman for bringing in drugs, importing illegal substance in the country. You say the woman imported illegal substance. You say the woman did money trafficking. You got all the charges. Then you lying on the Americans. CIA there doing the investigation. Hey, man. So the same people that you want to lie on, the news came from your own security apparatus, that Jojo Buaka traveled with one of the cartel bosses to go to Europe, to go talk about football Benin. What the cartel bosses got to do with football Benin in Europe? The last time we checked, the drugs came from Liberia, it went to Europe. Did he go to see where the drug landed so he can get his cut from there? Can we say that too? Look, we'll be talking about be serious here. These people are not serious people. And so they came to destroy this country. They came to put us back to the dark days. But we are determined. We will not go back to the dark days. And we will not fight tick for tack. What we're going to do is those people that are corrupting the system. Yes.
All right.
The
So,
justice system, those people that are corrupting it, they will be found and will charge them. We're not going to sit and allow them to go to use the justice system to damage our system, because that's what the government is doing now. And liberal and everybody is saying to destroy you people. You can't corrupt the court system to fight corruption. You cannot corrupt the court system to destroy opposition leaders. Bring people to justice based on what they did. Let it be true. Not because I want to destroy terror, I'm allowing terror to say terror stole money to carry in the court.
so
Not because I want to, yeah, that's what they're doing. They are lying. Because they want people in court. You all stay in court, you all spend all your money in court. And at the end of the day, the people come out free. What you wasted the people time for? What you wasting the people time for? To tarnish their reputation, grab them, put them in jail. And we tell you we're strong, we'll put people in jail. So the next government will come, we'll just go start arresting people, chunking in jail. Bella Yala, we open Bella, put in jail. That's what we can say. The justice system, when they be in jail for a couple of days, the justice system will.
all right.
For 48 hours. That justice, right? That's what happening.
You see, this is why you guys are the put a causing problem for us. The cattle, the Terry, the liberal. Oh, I'm not a political party, but I'm a supporter. Are your people causing all the drama? You see me having headache? I'm not having headache. Yeah, the liberal here flipping upside down here. But what I want to say, look, you can't put your life on the line for politicians and soldier. The only good soldier is a dead soldier. Politicians are very slippery people. They are dangerous. They're always full of surprises. They are always their happenings are always bizarre. The only thing we can say, let's wait and see how far the investigation goes. You can't say, oh, she did it, she didn't do it. I don't know. You don't know from what perspective the government is coming from. She don't have to be, you can be a collaborator. You can be a sponsor. You can be a facilitator. You can provide the pathway. And if that happens, the government can hold you. If you witness a crime, if you witness people killing someone, and you as a person, you don't necessarily have to put a physical hand, but you didn't do anything to sustain life. You didn't do anything to call in law enforcement of it, but you witnessed it. You can go to jail for that. You never call anybody. You never reported it. You can be held liable. So I'm not saying that what she did, but there are a lot of circumstances. There are a lot of things involved. If you facilitate and you use your political power to have for wrong things to take place, That's it. For you to come put your belly button on the line for these people and stuff like that. Do I want to see what happening to her to happen to her? No. But I think what we should also frown on the Joseph Boyka administration, the liberal progressive and his supporter here, they must also call for equal and fair play. They fired the LDEA person for taking car. Car is being used by the government, but you still have a police chief who were even lying and later on say, yes, they took an internet. I am a free thinker. I could argue, say, who knows? Maybe that internet was used to facilitate the drug, their communication. You will have to prove to me that it doesn't happen. So why is he still? This is my own question. Why is he still over this? Because he shouldn't be. On his watch, all his deputies now they are behind bars.
But take internet from where now, Mr. Zo?
The Starlink, it was the same people. The Starlink,
The same cartel provided Starlink for the police.
Gave the DEA picker. Can you want to tell me police not able to pay for Starlink? Where we here Lpr, we managing, we're paying our whatever 450 or 200, 300, whatever a month for police to take a, and it's a token. That's a compromise. He shouldn't be in that position. He shouldn't be conducting press conference. This is my disappointment with Joseph Boyka, and this liberal guy here is on.
Well, the Starlink story, I didn't follow it, Mr. So, but
no, that's a fact.
Mr. So, I have an appointment. I will say thank you very much for the wonderful.
Oh, you got an appointment, liberal?
I mean tomorrow.
No, I start hating that time the appointment. I talking about the cover appointment.
But Mr. So, I just would like to say this quickly before I leave. I think, you see, God have a way of raining judgment or justice. There have been so many people that have died in our country from drugs. And people are dying as we speak. Right. So whatever way that God is using to minimize the drug thing in the country, I think that is what is happening.
And that's what we pray. That's what we pray for the president here every night.
People are dying. I thought you say you don't believe in belief. You believe in evidence.
And did I tell you, say, I believe in evidence?
Oh, you said it. You said
no, I didn't say that.
That she not.
I didn't say that. I said the law.
That she not guilty.
No. You listen. You interrupting me. I'm not trying to tell you. I said the law does not believe in belief. The law believes in evidence. I didn't say I.
Flabanai. Flabanai lawyer.
Flabanai. If that's why I told you, I said from a belief perspective, I don't think she can be involved with such a thing. I have so much respect for this woman, right? I don't believe she can be involved with this.
Is that revelation?
But the law follows the evidence. So if she, you say what, Liver?
Is that revelation?
Well, no, that's not a revelation. That's a fly by night vision. But
you better hope my Esther not getting that point in that from you because
I can't let her do what she want to do. She probably you get nothing to win her in. She will still win you. Anyway you put it, she will win you.
She will come back on you tomorrow.
So Mr. So I'm just saying, Madam VP, my advice is please, I hold your foot. Don't be involved. Please, I hold your foot. I beg you.
I pray that she's not involved.
Yeah, I will pray for you tonight. Don't be involved.
It will be so.
But if you are involved, let the law take its course.
Terry,
if you are truly involved.
Terry, may I ask you a question? They kind of talking about Bashiru, right? Mr. Soja, I talking Bashiru. Bashiru was arrested in America under President Weah administration for some clandestine money thing. He was put in jail. When did he get connected to this vice president?
I don't.
That's why I say.
No, I say I know it's a valid question, but those questions you need to start finding lawyers to
No, they're not going to go hang themselves back to Kajina.
That's Samuel Toya will go bring for your lawyer.
No, but get who they going for now?
Kabina, the see men they put in jail.
The one who they set fire. The one. What's his
I
name?
see what Fina Bono space in there.
Look, Libra, you not
They
had,
got
you not
serious
cool.
problem.
This
They
the
got
reason
serious
why,
problem.
Libra, you not had, you not
Fina
cool.
Bono gonna
Eh?
leak all your secret. And then you
Libra,
know
you
who else
not
they will
had,
call? You know who else they will call? They will call. What's his name?
Ah,
Monuba Mono.
go.
Now,
Libra,
now,
you not had, you not cool. That's the reason why you're fail miserably like that.
now, Joseph Baga, people say, okay, Monuba, what were you saying? Is it really true that they got her? Monuba will say, no, that I'm the got her.
Honestly, I feel, and I know CDC. I mean, it will sound ridiculous, but that's why we talked that before, and that's the now what they have done. They've gone to the top, the number 2% of the within the rank and file of CDC.
The next one most likely will be the first lady.
There's a case hanging with the first lady.
The former first lady, yeah.
They're gone quiet. We don't know how that
simultaneously.
So
the Unity Party. How you think the people were in power for 12 years?
Unity Party is a dangerous.
How you think they were in power for 12 years? That people be running around with pom-pom.
You even follow Jefferson coaching and say, let's do recount. He said, no. The people won. Unity Party, you conceding to power quick like that.
And expect to come out and says, yeah.
The thing you're laughing with, we always sit down one day and hold our knees. Y'all keep laughing.
Yeah.
Unity Party.
That chess.
They say now
you gotta know how to play chess.
Brother, chess. You talk all
but
your
Labor, you heard what your man say? The former speaker? The people went for the speaker. While he was on the trip, shaking hands in room, talking to the Pope.
Yeah.
There was something going on behind him. But he said something. He said, when the gods get ready to destroy a person, they make them mad.
They make him mad. Think about it.
So I hope he's not saying.
La pape. The only for a chick.
Think about it.
The one I like is that interview when he came from the airport. He let that bottle plenty. Going to ask a question. He started going around. When he finished, he said, I let it build. I let it build thing what they want to think. I leave it with that.
It's a Waka operator.
President Waka.
Why you don't?
You see him walking like that when he finish give you one cheek. You know straight.
Oh, you know, right?
He's a nice man. What really
President Barack may think his foot is out of this earth soon, but he got children he leaving behind. So let he continue doing what he's doing and think the people will just forget about it overnight.
I don't wish for witch hunt or anything. I think the government.
I'm telling you, because what they're doing now is witch hunt.
Need to do
you can't
the right
do that
thing
to people. You do the right thing.
Where is President we are right now?
But we are in Ghana.
What are you doing there?
What are you doing that?
Well, you can call him and ask him. There's some big media. They can call him Libra.
He play football.
Yeah. You can call him and ask him. He in Ghana.
He play football and
he's from Ghana. I think tomorrow he go in Nigeria before he return to Liberia.
Is he a Ghanaian? Is he a Ghanaian?
Yeah, he's a Ghanaian. As a Nigerian or Ghanaian, Liberian, Guinean, everything. And he also from Totan. Libra, your feet bad, but you talking the thing like you love me talking it like you joking. They will not get chance for CDC to come back to power. They will rig the election.
CDC come to power, I will not only be naturalized, I will be born American. I will not forget about because I'm going to like, bro. CDC come to power, they will drag me from the airport straight to South Beach.
Oh, CDC not only after you, Labor, you did a politics. I'm talking about the injustices that's happening in the country. Your own apology. She don't go after you. People who are stealing in this government openly, people know them. People who doing stuff like the Gregory Coleman, they will charge them. You can't. You bring two companies. You took company from wherever.
Soft B will be too small. When CDC come to power, sub-B will be there will be no room for sub.
If our Gregory Coleman soon CDC come in power, they take fly straight to America and can't later.
But the America will deport him back. They will send him back.
How do we remember?
CDC will come after you and have extradition.
Because CDC will surely call all a beer for on a thing.
You guys know you're not doing the right.
JMB party is honor immunity. There's nothing that's gonna happen to JMB. That one,
Yeah,
just forget about it.
but all the yama around here, they will collect all.
They will collect all the nyama.
Yeah.
So labor you
That FOIA bidding will turn to rehabilitation center. There are no peace place.
wow. Okay. Just giving the people that hint though. So the people that what the people made the thing hard for CDC.
The opposition gotta have a.
They're not serious, man. They're not serious. President
You're
Walker
right, you're right, Labor.
like
You're right.
President Walker
Look at
gonna
the
win
legs of
like
the legs of Musa ability. You ain't got no food yet, then you want to start making big demands.
you see that now? You coming to talk about Musa Belito.
Oh,
The man who
yes.
tried
That
to
Musa
help
better put your more on, huh?
yeah,
You
the
get
man who tried to help
you
you
get
out.
no 4 year, then you want to make big demands.
Wow.
No, on a serious note, that's
This
why
is
they
a
say
man who coming to strengthen your political party. That man you come for your more now.
Plan with CDC.
no.
CDC.
I talking about city. I talking about the unity. I mean the opposition coming together.
Your own,
You cannot start making no kind of demands like that when you. To be honest with me,
because
why would you want to?
what he doing? He's talking from experience. CDC inability to maintain our alliance.
Right.
CDC always maintaining.
What
What do
CDC,
you mean?
How many people from LPP? CDC get LPP job. CDC get or what the other one? The former
just when they giving
foreign minister job. She be teeny.
to lose the election.
Who CDC? Who CDC kick other they get job in it?
Then why you ain't getting him out? Why
Because
Nima
Prince
still
Johnson
got
was
it?
greedy. Prince Johnson was greedy. He wanted to take the $1 million for yeah. And you see what happened now? He was greedy.
Oh, okay.
And see what they did to him. See what they did to him. They torture him till he died.
Okay.
Mentally.
Now you talk. Then what we saying here? Your good night. Saying one start to Tabatana.
When you be scared of it now open secret.
Not a matter.
Yeah.
I don't just talk. I don't
Go talk to almost 12 o'clock in Connecticut. Good night. Go to bed. So
Yeah,
you can
open
go to work in the
secret.
morning.
The Mensa confess the thing on show. You talk for your own
Okay,
more.
we'll talk to good night. Go to bed so you can go to work in the
They
morning.
post him on if I president his son gave him $5,000 to go find lawyer. My man, that 80 put this out. And you find $5,000 you can get a lawyer when they do the work around code.
My man, Prince Johnson thanked him and he departed the world. Stop trying to create something that people strong men that will fought war. What nobody in the country could overpower easily.
Look at
That's
it.
common thing.
So all the nothing from the member I want to allow to. Yes, see,
What
you're
a
not
lie.
honest. The man
My man.
said the people, he said, we brought the old man to power. So we thought that he want to talk about WECs, what is it? War economic
But the war can't you see it move on the ground?
War economic
You see any war can't up to now, you see it move on the ground. The war can't is a political stunt.
The man insulted
up to now, you don't know that political strategy.
The man went to the church. The man talk about it. The man talk about how Jesus Boaka.
That war can't will not happen until after 12 years from now. You will still be talking about war can't. It's a political stunt.
Like you will be building Ralphie Highway. When Ralphie Highway finish, War Crew will start.
Right. Don't forget, any government come to power, they will either bring in war control because that is a political strategy.
You don't have no idea. If people do this, they want no. They'll die off.
All right, guys, let me get out of here.
Yeah,
y'all join me tomorrow, folks.
Thank you for the show, Mr. So.
Yeah, don't lock our room top down. We shouldn't bring that here.
Thank you, Mr. So. Good night, folks.
You get your party, then you can't even tell your party people the rating. Okay, that's where we are. I think it's important this conversation we keep it honest, and I know how each and every one protect his or her own alligators because people are more committed to their party, even though the party ideology is unknown, but this is who we are. I think we must exercise restraint. We should not insert our feelings, our emotion. That if the government are not charged her, then that's a problem because that would be a serious violation. You cannot hold people for that number of hours without bringing charges. We take their charges as it is for now, and let the court process, let them go through the judicial process. It's where she will either be convicted or vindicated. Now it is time for they within the opposition bloc to solidify their political will, their strength, get out of the best lawyer to make the case, argue it, call for transparency. While it is true there are a lot of unanswered questions on the part of GOL, there are some people who should not still be part of this process, who they themselves need to answer questions. They are there leading the charges against other people. That is troubling. So we hope the process will be expedited, free, fair, openness. They will bring whatever case they have against the former vice president, and that the court will ultimately decide based on the evidence that will be provided. It's not about people perception, oh, it's supposed to be this way, I think it is. So the liberal is in error to say, oh, the arrest, if you are charged, if you are accused of a alleged crime, it is the authority determine when and how to pick you up. They're not going to give you red carpet because you're a former minister, you're a former vice president. At that time, you are being treated like a criminal. They will go after you until otherwise proven. There are people in the great America, people went to jail for 30 years, 15 years for a crime that they didn't commit, but they still pay the price. We are not saying people should go around randomly to run up people because of their political affiliation. But once charges are brought, then you have your day in court to prove yourself. And that's what we want this government to do. They should free themselves from the judiciary process. They should allow her to have a day in court to be fully represented by her team of lawyers. No, they are building a strong defense team. People are volunteering, coming. We will know. So let's wait and see. Well, let's wait and see what's going to happen the next coming days or so. Because the police IG indicted the same very government that he works for. That they are stakeholders, they are actors. So we're waiting to see. Former and present. Now we are saying the former. Let's see what happened within the Bearway itself. Let's see what happened within the inner cycle itself. Will they be given specific preference? They will be given specific treatment. If that is the case, then that is a troubling information. But we are waiting to see. Let's just pause and see what happened. But other than that, through the courtesy of our strong ladies, LPR, Paulina Cooper was in the Charles William Tamika press conference, and this is how it broke out this afternoon.
Radio and your different live fields, I want to welcome you to this special press conference taking place here at the Ministry of Information. I know you were informed earlier that the Minister of Information was going to be addressing the press at 5. Considering the gravity of the matter that we are about to present, we took a conscious decision that the Minister of Justice, who's also Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, will present a statement here at the press conference. Following the presentation of the statement, new members of the press will be granted the opportunity to ask questions if you have. So I have the singular pleasure to invite to this podium the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Chancellor in Oxford 12, who will now address new members of the press. Mr. Minister.
Good afternoon. Fellow Liberians, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Justice, was to inform the public that former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor has been formally charged in connection with the ongoing investigation into an alleged transnational narcotics network operating within and beyond the Republic of Nigeria. But Howard Taylor was stopped from departing Liberia at Rabat International Airport and subsequently taken to the headquarters of the Liberian National Police. Following investigative procedures, a review of the evidence presented by the Joint National Security Investigative Team, she has been charged with the following offenses. Under the Controlled Drug and Substance Act of 2023, violation of Section 14.83, unlicensed importation of a controlled drug or substance. Violation of Section 14.85, unlicensed sale, trading, administration, distribution, dispatching, transit, and transportation of a controlled drug or substance. And violation of Section 14.93, illicit trafficking of a controlled drug or substance. Under Chapter 10 of the Penal Law of Liberia, violation of Section 10.2, criminal solicitation. Violation of Section 10.3, criminal facilitation. A violation of Section 10.4, criminal conspiracy. Under the Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Law, violation of Section 15.2, money laundering. The government further announces that the following alleged members and organizers of the same transnational narcotics.
There you have it there, the charges been put forward there by the Antonins, one of the highest law enforcement or officers of the land, the Minister of Justice, happens to be the Attorney General to prosecute cases for government. Reading the charges, I didn't hear other people saying, "Oh, they didn't." I never heard him saying, "Oh, it's because she was in the picture." That's not what. That is not part of it. Those charges are very, very huge, and I think it really requires a good defense team to go into that. So it's not the issue of somebody taking picture or somebody doing this, but you heard he read out loud those charges. So Joel don't have to be the one to get the vessel, but politicians to get away, they entangle themselves in different things. So if you help to facilitate to get these drugs in the country by using your political power or whatever it is, you're a facilitator, you're a collaborator. So investigators can charge you. You can be part of it's proportional as to those who are bringing it as well, because your authority was used. That's not what I'm saying, but we will get to know the details. So people need to just hold their breath. It's soon to say which one, of course, is typical. She's from the opposition, so that interpretation is easily to apply. That is understandable. But let's wait. Let them produce the facts. Let them go through the court system. It is a court system that's going to determine us. We are surprised. I am surprised. I don't know the joy to be that. But again, politicians, soldiers, you never bet on them. You never count on them. So this evening, the former vice president, former senator, former senator, former vice president, former first lady, tonight found herself in a different place as Chief Dr. Joy Howard Taylor. Let's just pause and wait and see what's going to be the outcome of this investigation and who next after the vice president. That's how I want to leave here this evening. I want to thank you so much for this tonight's editions of All Things Considered. By God's willing, join the Liberal Progressive tomorrow. So the woman will she just flip all around here tonight. Don't be surprised. Tomorrow you're going to show different face. Have a pleasant evening, and I will see you by God's willing. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.